getting dicey.
They're getting dicey. Oh, damn, I was meant to... Never mind. Okay. Yeah, so the one thing I need you guys to know, because I know you've got a lot of bodies at this point, Shannon.
Yeah.
You're going to start running out of place to put them. Your carriage is only so big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's
can
not,
tie
an,
them to the roof,
it's not
though,
an
can't we?
infinitely sized vehicle.
Not a carriage of holding.
Yeah.
We could get a carriage of holding, yeah.
How many
Can
bodies
you?
do we have?
Well, I'm just thinking. At the moment, if you guys are going to go traveling anywhere on it, you've got the 5 of you. If you're taking Ireena and Ismark anywhere, you've got those 2. You've got the 2 bodies that Loris is holding, and then you've got the skeletal warrior Tracy as well.
Yeah, I think we've got... we had 4 bodies, the berserkers, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 skeletons, one of them's dead, and now 2 more bodies, so, yeah.
It's getting
7.
quite... Yeah, it's a bit like a mobile morgue, really.
So yeah.
But not refrigerated.
But not refrigerated, so it's like, what are you planning on doing with all these bodies?
Don't ask.
So what's the plan,
You're a
guys?
necromancer, right?
Oh, Mansa. Oh.
yeah.
Right. So
Strahd, who's a necromancer.
Oh, get out of here.
I've been waiting for that one.
That's outstanding.
okay.
You're not free on the
Been
11th
waiting
of
for that one. I
December,
still fucked it up.
Well,
That was good. That was good.
I'm going to turn off this stream, though, boy.
Yeah. Oh, we're losing all the viewers. Oh, weird.
The
No, it's
puns
good.
have been reaching critical mass lately.
Right.
In the Discord,
in the
it's
Discord,
been-
it's gone
we might need,
crazy.
we might need a moratorium on that.
Might need a moderator to come in. Yeah.
Usually, like,
Burn it all down.
you've reached the daily pun limit. Get out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Miracle, what's your response here to Morley?
Yeah, I believe at the end of the last session, I sort of indicated that we could talk things through. So yeah, and I said we should go see Ireena.
Okay. Is that
By the way, what time of day is it?
It's about like 3 or 4 in the afternoon at this point.
My, all that murdering really sped the time along.
Yeah, it has. It has been a very busy festival day. But yeah, it's still raining. There's still incredibly dark clouds overhead. It's still cold in comparison to some of the previous days that you've been in Barovia. Loris, I assume you're placing these bodies into or on top of this carriage?
If that's what Baron wants me to do, then yeah.
I just stuffed them inside, I think. It would be too suspicious to have them on the outside.
Okay. So I'm just going to try and find space somewhere at the back of the carriage.
Okay.
I want to sort them out very soon. Don't worry.
Do I need to fold them in half or something, or is
No.
it okay just to park them
Treat
somewhere
them
flat?
nicely.
Okay. What do you want me to do with the head? Like, I can keep hold of that if you want, but
I know what I don't want you to do with the head.
it probably hasn't.
If you just put it in with the body, it'd be good.
Okay. So I'll just place them in the carriage as gently as possible on top of
Thank you.
the other bodies that are in there, I guess.
There's a total of 6 in there. Plus Tracy.
Some of them are getting a little smelly.
Yeah, it's not that Loris would mind, surely.
I don't mind, but it's stuff that I haven't caused, so
Don't rub them on yourself.
Well, one of them you caused. What are you talking about?
You've caused these.
Yeah, but I can't even remember who I've killed. To be fair, but I probably,
Oh, boy.
I probably took advantage.
Can't remember who I've killed.
I know your spear still has the blood of one of them on it.
It's still all over your
She's
face.
still fresh.
Yeah, and you've got the blood of the other one all over your face.
Yeah, but they're still fresh. That's the ones that are in there that are getting a bit smelled.
After a
there's
day
a-
or so, I forget who I've
Let's
killed.
not,
So what
let's
you've
not
got?
debate the origin of all of these dead bodies surrounding us. Can we just get on with this
Wait,
horrible
wait,
nightmare we're
sorry.
living in?
Did I forget that you've got more dead bodies in there? How many dead bodies are in there?
That's up to Baron.
6. There'll
You've
be
got
6 once,
All right.
once these two go in there, 6 total.
All right. Well,
And then
there's
we've got Tracy.
there's no room inside this carriage now.
I'm fully aware of this.
There's room. There's room to ride on the front to drive the horses, and there's room on
I'll
top.
sort it
of-
out before we drive anywhere, guys.
Okay.
So can we put them in the bag or what?
No. the
Yeah.
bag-
You can't fit a body in a bag of holding, eh?
I don't know how this works.
You'd have to
The body
dismember
bag of
it
holding.
first, right?
We've been playing this for like 2 years, and I swear I've spoken about like the bag of holding being like a small sack. It's like
Yeah,
the
it's a
opening
sack.
is only like
Yeah.
6 to 10 inches in diameter.
That was a long time ago, though, Ray.
Yep. But don't worry. I mean, this is all under control. What I'm planning on doing is making skeletons out of these guys. I just don't want to do it while people are watching. If we could maybe, I'll just do them outside the gate. You know, once we
The
leave
ooze
the
and
town.
stuff dripping out the back of the carriage is kind of obvious, though.
Less obvious than skeletons walking around.
True.
That is true.
So once we go out the gate, I'll just.
Okay,
that's my
I'll
plan
just.
anyway. Or
Is there
hide them in there.
I'm just going to put Lady Vestrum first, and then Vargas on top, and then I'm going to put Vargas's head on top of his chest, and just kind of grab his arm so he's kind of like his hands are holding onto his own head, so he doesn't lose it. And I'm just like,
Yep, nice. A nice little
and then
horrific art piece inside the carriage.
and then I'll walk on the outside of the carriage. I don't think I'll fit inside.
Corpse Edmund. That's the best part of D&D.
All right. Well, you're basically all going to be walking next to this carriage, wherever you are going to take it. So you wanted to take it outside of the gates. There are gates to the north, the west, and the east. If you want.
Yeah, it just depends. That's when we leave. I don't know what everyone's
right.
plans are right now.
We should probably head back to the church and check on Ireena.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
That's what I've been saying. Let's go.
Okay.
Here,
And you
here.
thought- how were they in the in there, American?
They were very, very pleased.
Please.
Oh, they were ecstatic when I told them that there'd been a public execution or two. People in Barovia are effed in the head, I'm just saying. But look, we might be able to help. This might, long term, be able to help. It's I'm just...
Don't get her started, Baron.
So you're saying there's a positive to all this somewhere?
I'm trying very hard to see it that way, yes.
Well, we are. You know, it's gone this way. Even if we didn't plan on it, it'd be nice if we could get something positive out of it, wouldn't it? But not if it's at all possible.
I think we may be able to. Let's face it, Vargas was a monster.
Yeah, he wasn't the nicest person to visit in his house.
You guys are having this conversation while walking west towards the church.
Okay.
And the rain's still pouring down. The paths that you and the horses are walking along is just muddied. And all of the houses, all of the lights are off, and all of them, everything's been shut down. The whole town is just quiet, and there's no one to be seen out on the road. Except for Ismark, sort of maybe 100 feet up ahead, running in the rain towards the church.
He's running towards the church.
Yeah, just running. It looks like he's got one hand over his head trying to get away from the rain and just sort of like running towards the church. Remember, he was in the town square with you guys during that whole thing, and he sort of resigned to the guards at one point. And then it was the last you saw of Ismark, and now you're seeing him up ahead, sort of just heading towards the church.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
he
go
is.
in.
Let's keep going.
Okay, cool. It's only a couple of minutes before you, maybe a good 10 minutes pass as you make your way in the rain to the church.
Oh, did we just pass him on the street?
No, because you guys are all just walking, and he's running.
Oh,
like-
what? Oh.
Well, the carriage is full. You guys have had to just
Yeah.
walk
So we're
in
just
this.
I didn't want to be
driving
in
it
that
at
carriage
walking
anyway.
speed.
Loris is just wiping some of the blood off his face in the rain, just kind of a quick, clean up, because he doesn't want to appear too gruesome. He's quite happy with the blood, but he wants to wash it off just a little while he's walking. If that's okay. No one minds Loris cleaning himself up.
No, I'm sure no one minds.
I won't allow it.
Okay, fine.
Yes, and so you're outside this very familiar, the Church of the Morning Lord.
Oh, is Bill still a absolute door knocking full time Morning Lord soldier?
I believe so. I believe so. Remember?
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
All right. So who's leading the group going into this church? Is it you, Bill?
I kind of feel like Morley would be charging in there after that to make sure that Ireena's still here, right? Or
Of course he is.
am I talking for your character, Adam?
Let's certainly be in the first the peloton. First couple of people through the door. But,
I'd be charging in there too.
All right. Okay.
Let's
well,
all run in.
Go in instead of like just
Yeah.
quibbling outside the door.
okay. Yeah. You
go
guys.
third.
No, you. No, I. Please.
You all sort of leave the horses and carriage outside and just burst in the doors to see Father Lucian's in there with Ireena and Ismark. And Ireena looks to you lot as you enter, and she comes running, sort of pushes past Ismark and runs up to all of you. And she's like, "What happened? Tell me everything."
Oh, it'll be a memorable festival, Ireena, but for all the wrong reasons. There's been some. Well, maybe you better sit down.
Okay, and she looks quite seriously, like really quite worried. And she says, Ismark said that Strahd appeared.
American.
Sorry, there's weird noises coming from outside.
Oh, okay.
Like really loud Christmas carols. Kind of haunted.
Okay.
Anyway, yes. And
Are you sure it's
Strahd
not just
showed up.
Are you sure it's just not the music I put on for the church?
Oh, that's what it is. I thought it was coming from outside. I was like, the neighbours are really blasting their Christmas spirit.
Oh, brilliant.
They're evil as well.
The neighbours.
Weird,
I know.
evil chorus.
And
Anyway.
Ismark says, yes, if it wasn't for Strahd showing up, I wouldn't have been able to get away from those guards. What happened once I left?
Well, you know Vargas, the burgomaster.
Yes.
He met with an unfortunate end. He is dead.
Oh my God! By Strahd's hands.
No.
If only it were that simple.
It was. Oh boy.
It was Isaac.
Is
it?
He said
Kind
it.
of.
It was Isaac. Isaac
was
chopped his head
Isaac.
off.
I mean,
to the letter
I
of the
saw it with
law.
my own eyes.
technically, yeah.
Yeah, it's technically correct.
Not suspicious at all. Like, yes, it was
I mean, but
Isaac.
technically,
Asterisk.
I saw Isaac chop his head off.
And Ireena is like shocked. She's like fully like shocked, and she looks sort of towards Morley and says, "Do you think that was what he was going to do to me?"
I don't think so, Ireena. I think if he were going to do that, he would have had every opportunity by now. I think Isaac is a very damaged and very complex individual. But look, I'm afraid there's more news. Isaac was attacked, and the last thing we saw was Strahd came down and took Isaac away as well.
I don't know what to say.
It all happened very quickly, Ireena, and there's an. Oh, Father Lucian, you're aware of Lady Vester?
Yes, I know of Lady Vester.
Right, and you're aware that she had almost a cult-like following.
Yes, I have heard.
Loris, would you like to explain what happened to Lady Vester?
Yeah, that one's kind of on me. She was she was attacking Isaac, and it's the first time I've used my javelin here,
Just explaining to this guy. Well, I just realized I hadn't used my javelin before.
yeah, and she got kind of zapped with lightning, and she didn't really survive.
Kind of Zepploid lightning.
Kind of zapped by lightning, yeah.
No, she didn't.
That's how I ended her. She did. I threw the javelin at her. She got hit.
Yes,
There's
that's
a lightning
more
bolt.
like it.
You know, she did. It's not funny, Molly. It really isn't. It's quite disturbing. You shouldn't be laughing at this. Lady Vester's dead.
I'm confused. Why did you kill Lady Vester if she was attacking Isaac? Surely, with everything you're telling me, Isaac...
It's kind of complicated, Ireena. You know, we have this theory that, and I'm looking at Wally as if just like, should I be telling her this story? Because I can't recall whether you've disclosed too much more information about the relationship we think.
Americans already explained that all.
Okay, cool. So we kind of think Isaac might be your long-lost brother, and I didn't want to see him killed, so I sort of tried to stop Lady Vester doing it, and then Strahd got him anyway. So I'm a bit unhappy about that, to be fair.
Okay, well, I see where you're coming from, Loris. I understand, but if Isaac is beheading people in the streets, maybe he's too far gone.
Well, maybe.
There was... Loris, if I may... Ireena, I practiced a spell upon Isaac where I was able to put the idea in Isaac's mind that Vargas was his enemy, and I wasn't to know, but he took that to heart immediately and swung a great axe at him. So if I'm really honest, I suppose I could be held responsible for Vargas's death ultimately, but please keep that within these 4 sacred walls.
I'm just having a really hard time understanding that you went there with the idea of being on... Ismark, you were going to be on stage with the Burgomaster, and now you've all planned to kill the Burgomaster.
We didn't plan it.
There was no planning.
He slapped me.
I mean, the Burgomaster did cross some serious lines there.
The Burgomaster was dragging a citizen around on the back of a horse to his death.
Which is even more egregious.
Actually, did that person die, or was he...
No, he didn't
No,
die.
he was just injured.
You freed him.
That's right, yeah. I wasn't sure who was dead.
If you just remember the beats as we go along, Dave, that'd be cool.
Oh, no, Adam said he died. I was like, wait, no, I'm pretty sure he didn't die.
Trying to drag him to his death.
Yeah.
Look, Ireena.
Died if it could continued.
Sure.
Yeah.
It must be said, we did not plan this. Not all of us. None of us planned this. It all went horribly wrong. I'm terribly upset, and I don't want us to turn around and become people that just murder willy-nilly everywhere. I think this has been a horrible day.
And Ireena's senses can see that you're really getting agitated, and she walks up to you and she just sort of grabs both of your hands and holds them in her hands, and she's like, "It's okay. I understand. I'm not here to judge. This place is horrible. It does horrible things to people. I understand."
Things got out of hand very quickly.
She goes silent, and her lip quivers a little bit, but then she catches herself and she's like, "Yes, we must steel ourselves against the horrors of this place and not lose ourselves," and goes quiet.
And within that quiet moment, Lucian just sort of pipes up, "Yes, well, the church is still safe, it's a safe place as any ever."
Well, yes, we did foil Strahd. He was quite upset.
He mentioned that he wanted to take you away again, Ireena, as I'm sure won't be a surprise to you, and commanded us to bring you to him, which we, of course, wouldn't even entertain the idea of. But it does suggest that he isn't really aware of where you are right now. So right now, you are probably safe in this church, but I don't know for how much longer.
Ireena,
Yes.
I called Strahd a bitch.
And just like a little smirk like is in the corner of Ireena's mouth. But then she sort of looks to Morley and says, what I don't understand is I thought the festivals kept Strahd out. So if the festivals don't keep Strahd out, how certain can we be that the church keeps Strahd out?
Exactly. Baron, you discussed the merits of the festival with the late Burgomaster.
Yes. Yeah, well, he certainly believes that they worked, but I think it's obvious now that they don't, now that Strahd showed up during the height of the festival. And I think this church is a lot more effective. Well, I'll just whisper, the bones of St. Andrew are effective. However, they're not a secret anymore, obviously, since they were dug up, and we think that the person that paid for that might be working for Strahd, so he could put two and two together. And, you know, if you're disappearing from his magic vision, at times when the bones disappear, this place reappears. I don't know. He might catch on to it, and I think he might come back here. Or get someone else to come in, and, you know, some just normal peasant or that's allowed in the church.
At the very least, we know that he can't see her, and if it also means that he can't enter the church, anyone who can enter the church will be much, much easier to deal with than Strahd.
Well, we don't know how easy. Like, it could be someone like Isaac. He's now got Isaac, and if him or who was this noble that paid for the bones? We don't know how powerful he is, if he's a vampire or something. So then it won't be Strahd coming in here probably, but it could be someone that is an undeterminate power level in DBZ terms.
Can we ask, I can't remember if we've asked this priest what he knows about Strahd. I feel like we haven't.
What he knows about Strahd?
Yeah, because Strahd said something. He was talking about how his brother stole his love from him. Are you aware of the legends of Strahd, Father?
Yes, there's been stories of him being passed down for hundreds of years. What would you like to know?
Did his brother... Do you know about Tatiana? Was she ever Strahd's love? Or was it just has he always been deluded? Do you know?
Oh, the story of Strahd and Tatiana, I keep getting that name wrong.
Tanya.
two for two. Yes,
Now I'm going to start getting it wrong.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
We'll just call her Tati.
Tatiana.
Desi.
Tassie it is.
Tatas.
The tale. Yes, it's a sad story. Strahd, many years ago, was madly in love with Tatiana. Crazy in love. Lavished her with gifts and jewels and things. Were looking like maybe she was warming to him. But instead, when meeting Strahd's brother Sergei, she fell for him almost instantly. And it wasn't long. And it wasn't long until they were to be wed.
Was Strahd like he is now? Was he a terror? Was he a terrifying devil? Or was he just a hopeless romantic out
He wasn't
in love?
He wasn't in his current state. He wasn't a vampire at this point.
Oh.
He traveled to Barovia and created Ravenloft, named after his own mother. His mother's name wasn't Ravenloft; it was Ravincia.
It was what? Brabantia.
Ravincia.
The rubbish bins.
Provincia?
Ravincia. Like Raven. Ravincia.
Ravencia.
Castle Raven.
And he invited all of his family to come and stay with him to prove to his family what he could do by himself. The castle and the big move. And that seemed to be
Like
his...
moving out of home.
Yeah. Look, Dad, look what I can do. And as he brought the family members, surviving family members over, and unfortunately it was that very thing that caused Sergei to meet Tatiana.
Wow.
Oh,
Strahd sounds
no.
like he was trying to buy her love, and then she fell in love with another man, and he could just grow up, stop sulking about it. That's love.
Well,
He doesn't own a woman just because he got her some presents. What a loser.
no, of course not. But gosh, you have to question both the brother and Tazza,
She's
don't you?
allowed to love who she wants. If she hadn't
Oh, I know,
promised
but-
herself to
Molly,
him.
stand down.
The brother.
Just safe, stand down.
Because he was the first man that looked at her and gave her a gift, does not give him
Just
ownership over
Nod
her.
and smile. Nod and smile.
That's true.
Sorry, Loris, do you
No,
have an issue with my understanding of relationships?
No, absolutely not. You've got it bang on.
Maybe
Totally-
Goliaths
totally-
do it differently.
Just they have rocks.
Whoever throws
lot
the
of
rock
rocks
at the
rubbed
woman
up.
first gets the woman.
No, there's no women. There's just rocks.
Oh, the women are rocks.
Yeah.
You find the
found this rock
finest
first.
looking, the heaviest rock I could find.
So I can deal with some racial terrorizing if it takes it away from the other side of the coin.
Now,
So does everyone agree that you can't just give a woman a big gift the first and then she's yours forever?
Absolutely.
the castle.
Agree.
Oh, if it's a castle, then that may be a different
No.
story. But
Yes,
Oh,
it will.
okay.
Norris, what are you doing, Norris? You told me to get out of it. Now fuck off out of it yourself, man.
well,
As
it's a
I
good castle.
understand,
Probably.
it, they were betrothed. If you
Are they?
agree with Strahd's version of the story, right?
Oh, no,
When-
But
no.
that doesn't matter anyway. They can just run away.
I think
you know?
Strahd
They can
made
elope.
some stories for like
Well-
300 years. This.
The stories definitely don't paint it in that light, Bill. The story continues that Strahd then murdered his own brother in anger and chased Tatiana down within the walls of Castle Ravenloft. She ran to a nearby balcony, and as he approached, she threw herself from the balcony.
Oh,
She committed suicide to get away from him.
Oh, if that's not a sign, that is not destined to be.
And
Just say it.
That's
Actually,
just
take the hint, dude.
that's the story that has been passed down.
Wow.
you
Wait.
don't happen to have any images or paintings of Sergei, do you?
No. This was hundreds of years ago. There may be some in Ravenloft, but if
They
Strahd
weren't
has decided
twins
to keep
at all?
I
Or...
can't imagine he keeps pictures of his
Dead brother.
brother around
just above the
after
fireplace,
that.
just angrily looking at it.
I killed
what
you
she's
once, I'm
saying.
gonna kill you again. Hey, random thought. So, you know how souls never leave this place,
Yes.
and how Strahd believes that Ireena is Tatiana reincarnated.
Here we go.
Where is Sergei?
Uh,
I wonder if we can find
sure.
Sergei.
That's
Yeah,
bloody brilliant, Bill. God, you're a mind.
And Ireena looks to you, Bill, and she says, "But why?"
Just to piss him off.
It would be kind of fun to see him. It would be
Well,
entertaining.
maybe the two of you would really get along.
Oh, Molly's
Yeah.
like,
Hang on. You know, I actually, some people have. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean,
Isn't
it's not
Sergei
like-
your middle name?
I didn't want to say anything.
I've always thought you look like a Sergei, Morley.
But perhaps there's something perhaps he will hold the key to defeating Strahd. Who knows?
He could avenge his own death.
But people whose souls have come back, they don't remember anything. Have you ever had any memories from past lives, Ireena?
No, I had no idea that I had been caught up in such a thing. I'm not even 100% sure I have. How do we know
Exactly.
Strahd is telling the truth?
Yes. It could be a big misunderstanding. Maybe we should go to dinner and just very
Molly.
calmly explain to him
Maybe
that he's in the wrong.
just let him know things have changed. The world has moved on.
We could get him a new
No,
Tatiana.
we're not providing him a sacrifice. That's not.
We can get Blinsky to make him a doll.
That's a better idea. Let's make a life-size doll
Actually-
of Tatiana.
Get
I
him
know
a
where
real
there's
doll.
A load of dolls. that no one will be using anymore.
That's a good point.
We could ship them. Who does the shipping around here? If I wanted something delivered to Ravenloft, how would I go about that, Lucian?
Who's going to deliver Isaac's dolls?
We mainly, any sort of deliveries come in via the Wizards of Wine. They deliver the wine and anything else that needs to go between.
Well, they go to
curious.
Ravenloft occasionally, don't they?
I don't think we can just ship him a doll and he'll be like,
No,
this
ship
is
them the
just
whole
as
lot.
good.
No.
Ship them the whole
I
lot.
mean,
Break the
just
curse.
fuck with them a bit.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
This is
We
the
called him a
notebook
bitch.
one.
We
Like-
just send him the dolls.
American calling him a bitch to his face wasn't enough to piss the guy off. Or the fact that we hit Ireena.
Well, he
That's
was being
really
it.
nice.
I'm getting
upset.
distracted. I'm so sorry.
But that,
Anyway,
What's the play here, Molly? You're going to pin a note to the Stoll's chest that just says, here's your
fuck
Ireena.
you.
And just hope everything's...
Call me
him on
Tatiana and
tilt.
be happy.
Put him on
you know?
tilt.
I love it.
the more we learn about him, the less I can see him as
Marriage material.
excusable. No, no, it's true though. He does not seem like marriage material.
No,
Very
doesn't.
controlling. That's a red flag.
He's clearly gone a few steps too far, I think.
Well, the whole thing with this, is history
It is
repeating all the
One
time
of
around
the
here.
reign of terror.
Just a few steps in his quest for
That's right.
love.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit worried if things keep repeating. I just want to keep Ireena away from heights and windows.
That's a very good call.
Okay.
Uh,
Just
Maybe
don't
we
chase her
shouldn't take her to
towards
the top
one.
of the tower.
What do you? How easy would it be to kill Strahd? Probably not, but I'm thinking about it.
Oh, this is
I mean, well,
He is a danger.
Like,
He is a
Ireena's
danger.
life is she can't just hide away forever and wait for him to go away. He's not going anywhere.
So you're suggesting we killed Strahd to protect one person?
Well, he's taken over.
I'm
the
cool
whole
with that. I'm
land.
good with. I'm good with it. I just want to know that you're okay with it.
I think
And all the future people he's probably going to hurt
Yeah,
at some point.
That's fine. I mean, if I'm thinking one person. If we're going future planning as well, then I'm all for this.
I think we need to learn a lot more about Strahd.
I've
and
got
how
enough
he-
here to know that he's a bad guy. I've got a list here that he killed his family. Like, his feelings need to come out.
I'm not saying
Father,
we need to learn more to make a judgment. I'm saying we need to learn more in order to know how to effectively banish him.
Yes. The more
By
you
banish,
know.
you mean kill, right?
Well, we don't need to kill him necessarily, but that's one way to deal with him. I mean,
Yeah, we just need to get him to stop being such. Well, he's
Why
kind of the
you like
worst.
this?
Why do you like this, Strahd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stop.
maybe we get some
Maybe-
counseling.
Yeah, like I'm honestly maybe
could Morley
Bill?
sit down and counsel him, or Bill, maybe? You know, like
Yes.
have a chat, man to man kind of thing. That would be awesome.
Okay.
Shall I go to dinner?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
send
And just
Bill
like-
to dinner as our representative, and he can talk Strahd down.
Dr. Bill.
Dr.
No,
Bill.
no, Bill. Tell me about your mother.
Yeah.
She's just not that into you.
You need to leave her alone, okay?
Yeah.
And how does that make you
You I think
Bottom line,
A whole other role-playing game.
Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is got to be someone's character.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think it's
What's
totally worth a try.
Strahd's dad's name?
Like Strahd. What's Strahd's dad's
Strahd
name?
and Dad. I mixed them up. Strahd's dad.
Dread's
What's his
dad.
name?
Strahd.
We've got Ravencia.
Who's your Strahd?
Is his mum. Yeah, Straddles.
I can give you that if that's something that you are
Does
asking.
Father Lucian know that? I'm just putting
Sir
his
Strahd?
family tree together here.
Sure. Yes, Strahd's father was King Barov.
King.
Oh, King Barov. He sounds well-to-do.
Yes. Oh, you weren't aware. Strahd is a prince. As was his
that
brother.
explains a lot.
Entitled.
Yeah, we're total rich dude, right?
He's just a rich
Formerly
boy.
known
Yeah,
as-
thinks he can pick a lady that he wants, and she's just going to fall all over him.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Any other brothers or sisters?
He killed him. Sorry.
No, apart from that one.
Oh, actually, probably killed them too.
Yeah.
Just
He's not you, Lars.
from the stories
Hey.
I've only heard of Sergei.
Okay, just okay. All right.
It's enough about my family.
What?
We don't talk about them.
Oh.
Oh, should we? Tell me about your mother, Loris.
No,
Yeah, how do you feel about them?
I don't.
Oh.
So,
So about that guy Strahd.
is this is a really basic question that I should have asked a really long time ago. Is Strahd the family name, or is that his first name? Is he
Von
Strahd
Barovich.
Barov? Oh, Von Barov. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I thought
He
it was
is
Van
Strahd
Zarovich.
Van
von
Zarovich.
Zarovich, I believe.
Is that a bit?
He signed that letter.
Yeah.
Well, what's King Barov? Was it Barov,
Barov
von
von-
Zarovich?
Zarovich.
Yes, that's correct.
And it's called Barovia. So it's named after his first name. That's weird.
Oh. I'm writing this down.
Reagan's
I'm
like,
writing this
yes.
all down.
Well, Strahd named Barovia, just like he named Castle Ravenloft.
Oh, Strahd named it after his
Oh.
own dad.
So he
Yes.
does have mother and father issues.
This guy has a lot of issues.
Oedipus.
This guy has
Does
a
he know
lot.
that he named one of the towns inside of the domain the same name? Do you realize how confusing that is?
Barovia, yeah.
Hopefully
like-
it didn't get too Oedipus, like you just mentioned, Adam. He would gouge out his own eyes. If we could
That
get
wasn't
him
the plan I was
to,
thinking of.
unbeknownst to him, have sex with his own mother,
Oh, yes.
Then
I
he
like where
would-
this is going.
gouge his own eyes out.
Yes.
His mother is long dead, Baron.
Well,
Well, that's
could-
where Baron comes in.
Baron
reborn.
could bring it back if she's.
Let's go
comes back
find her
to
grave.
skeleton. Yeah.
Baron brings her back.
Her spirit will be in another person's body.
If she died here,
Ooh.
or did she die out of
Wedlock.
Barovia?
I don't know. Well, I can only
I
assume
mean-
it was there.
If all
I'm
spirits are recycled, this place is just one massive incestuous pool. Eventually, right?
It's like
Yeah.
homeopathy or something where it just gets shaken up.
It gets concentrated.
A big muddy pool. Like,
It's
Going a
very
little
shallow.
bit.
This
Very
is just
shallow.
going very, very
Things are
weird.
veering out of control.
So gentle.
Yeah.
The rain pouring down on the roof. Oh, sorry, I was just trying to bring some. Yes, Molly.
Got a question for you, Ismark. When we met you in Barovia, you asked us to guard or ensure safe passage for Ireena to Krezk. Is that right?
Oh no, I said Vallaki. I believe the priest, Father Donovich, I believe, mentioned Krezk was somewhere else we could try.
And there was an abbey or something.
Yes, I've never been in as far as Krezk.
I wonder, as fascinating as learning about Strahd's extensive family tree is, I wonder if we could ensure Ireena's long-term safety somehow in Krezk. Father, do you know about the famed abbey in Krezk?
I believe you asked me last time you were in here, but I'm happy to.
Refresh my memory. Humor me.
Sorry. Yes, not many people come and go from Krezk. The Burgomaster of Krezk does not let people come and go as they please. So not much.
That'll be fucking changing, boy.
So not
Give
much
us 24
news.
hours.
There's not much news that comes and goes from there. I believe the only people that have any kind of passage is the Wizards of Wine when they do their deliveries.
I guess we're tagging along with it then.
Yeah, we got hookups.
Awesome.
Speaking of the Wizards of Wine, Danica seemed extremely excited that perhaps the political tide was turning. And, we had talked about her family perhaps turning to politics and ruling the town. I mean, I don't even know. We know that this burgomaster, his family lineage have always been the rulers of this town. What of his wife, his sons? I believe he has at least one. Surely they will take the reins.
Yes,
Do you know about the family?
Yes, Victor. It's probably likely that the city falls to him.
Who is this Victor? We know he's a psychopath, according to Lady Vesta.
What do you wanna know?
How old is he? Who is he?
Yeah,
What does he do? Does he live here?
Okay, I'm just going to bring up some information. Victor is a curious man. He's a bit of an odd fellow who doesn't get outside much. He's usually, stories are that he keeps himself away practicing God knows what. There's flashes of light and stuff that come from the top floor of the Burgomaster's mansion. I'm almost certain that must be Victor's doing.
Oh, he sounds eccentric. Would he have political aspirations?
I don't know the boy. Well, man. I don't really know the man. Sorry, you wanted to know how old he is? He's been in this village for maybe 30 odd years.
Are there any rumors about him? His experiments.
No one's really seen anything more than the flashes of lights. No one seems to have any idea, and no one from the family will talk about it.
Strange.
Well, I think that it was premature of Danica and her family to start celebrating when there's a dynasty and there's eligible people to assume the position of Burgomaster.
Father, if you were trying to instill an elected official into the town over a dynasty, how would you go about it? Are there some forms we can perhaps fill out at the city hall?
The entire process is completely alien to Vallaki, dear Bill. This is Vallaki, the place that was named after the very family of which the head of has just had his removed.
Maybe we need to instill an uprising in the hearts and minds of the people that live here. They were obviously very unhappy under the ruler that they had. I'm sure they're wanting someone new. Maybe they just need the strength and the courage to stand up for themselves.
I could make some pamphlets.
American. The fact that Strahd was seen by many, it's going to be something Vallaki doesn't heal from for quite some time. That is, Strahd was never meant to be able to enter Vallaki, and he was there as plain as day during a very festival that was meant to keep him out.
What a failure that dynasty has been in keeping him out, then surely the people would have a hunger, an appetite for a new day, a new dawn. Father, would you help champion a cause like this?
I'd probably rather stay out of things.
Wow. A couple of great speeches.
Fair.
Don't worry about
That
it.
was so good.
What's the plan, team? What is our plan? Do we want to just...
I'm on the pamphlet plan, to be honest. I can knock on some doors.
Do we have anyone that's good at drawing? I feel like Bill would be an exceptional, like, wordsmith and calligrapher.
I've got a piece of paper and a pen.
Just the
We
one?
might need more. than just
I do
one.
medical drawings mostly, but
Okay. That's still good. We can work with that. Okay.
okay.
I can use my enhance ability spell to make it help whoever's writing make it the most beautiful, charismatic pamphlet you've ever seen in your life.
I just want to just confirm that the thing you want to do literally on the day where the leader of the town was murdered, and there is a rightful like heir to
Now's
the
the
throne.
time.
You guys are just like,
Yeah, now's the time to
let's
strike
push
while the
for
iron's
someone that we don't know.
hot. Yep.
Start
Well,
the
no,
uprising.
Erwin Martikov.
Okay, okay, okay. Have you talked to him about if he's keen?
Danica's pushed.
Danica's
pushed him
dead keen.
forward.
She's really keen on it. So we're good.
Danica's power mad. This is
Yeah.
going to go great.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think as long as we do it now, while people are maybe they're freaking out, they just need something to cling on to for hope. You know,
I
that's the
would
new strategy.
propose-
Do it.
I would propose to the DM that we say we spend X amount of time, like, making like a little grassroots thing. Like, just-
Montage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
montage.
do like a fun montage where we're just like, we are installing democracy,
Just writing stuff and licking envelopes.
and then we just carry on
Hoping.
playing the game and see what happens when we come back or whatever.
Oh.
And if
Okay.
they've all killed each other in a massive civil war, that's not on
It
us.
wasn't our fault. Yeah.
We
Phil and
fast.
Morley are out door knocking, and we both go to reach for the same doorknob to thing at the same time. We go,
Oh, and then you knock on one and a woman and a towel opens it and you go, oh, and then it's like, who's at the
Carry
next door?
on the buses.
No. I just mean it's funny.
Milivoj out.
the next...
Milivoj out digging like graves with his shirt off, just looking in through the window.
Oh, okay. No, I would never look at that.
He's got
No,
knowledge now.
because he's like what 16 or something, isn't he now?
He is 16, yeah.
American would
Yeah.
have no interest in that.
Of course you
whatsoever.
are.
It's
Not at all.
disgusting.
Never.
So yes, if you want, we can fast forward maybe a couple of hours, and we come back to the church, and there's just like a stack of pamphlets. You've never seen Erwin before in your life, so you've just written his name on it.
And maybe I can write up a quick constitution or two.
Yeah, cool. That's.
Erwin, who is it? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Ernst. I'm getting.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
God, we've sent them all to the printers with Ernst.
Oh no!
You look down at the pile; they've all got
Now.
Ernst written on them. You're like, no.
Great
Another
headline.
couple of hours
We
pass.
probably should talk to this guy first, right? Let's sit him and Danica down and just gently suggest, look, we already made the pamphlets.
It's here. You just need to say yes.
And
You just say the word and we'll back you to the hill.
are we clear that the pamphlets are like a rallying call to be
Yeah,
like
join together and
install
Yeah.
Mark of what's his name?
Erwin-
What about
Erwin
instead of
Martikov.
like,
Erwin.
why don't we just, instead of backing a specific candidate, it's more like now is the time to start your democracy and like get some candidates, guys. Go on.
Yeah. Other people
guy's
can
good.
make their own pamphlets, but this is the person we're putting forward,
Yeah,
and
this
we
is
just
our
need to
guy.
set a date for voting.
Well,
Yeah,
A couple of days from now.
I've spent enough time on this
Couple
now.
of days.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make
Nice.
it really short so only the important people can vote and not everyone
Just
else
makes
gets
it more
to
urgent. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, only the important people can vote.
Yeah. Isn't that how it works? Right. Yeah, that's how voting works in this world.
the apartheid South Africa.
Sorry, I got confused. Yeah, but the urgency thing is like,
We need to gerrymander the shit out of.
yeah, we need
Matt.
to get like,
Okay, we'll
Set up
spend the
some
rest of the
elite
episode sorting this out.
the students make some
Angle
pretty
around the
good.
Master's house.
What are we actually doing here?
That's all I want to do.
I think
That's
that's
it.
what
I
we
want to
need do.
get
Yeah.
out of here down. We've got
Yeah,
skeletons to deal
we've
with.
done
but
enough here.
So
Okay.
what's the idea of the pamphlets? Is we go to the
We
mark,
distribute them around and
Markovitz.
get what's his face's name out so he could be
They can
elected
fly
as a
around
leader.
as ravens and drop them from the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you
Runding can
do-
stick up
They are
a
trying to
few
keep
with some
that,
webs.
They are trying to keep that on the down low, but yep, they could probably.
Surely
Doesn't matter.
American could
I don't
distribute
want-
them with like her control wind spells, just blow them around town.
Just
I
in
think
gust
we're
of
getting a
wind.
little too into the logistics of
Yeah.
this
Yeah, I agree.
like thing that we're not trying to make a focus.
So we've
No,
got a
it has to
stack
have
of.
an outcome that we want to reach, right? And that's what the DM
Yeah.
will roll on, whether the outcome is how successfully it's reached.
And when
We
and
want the
when you
people of
get that
Barovia to
outcome.
choose. That's what we want.
Why don't we
Okay.
just all collectively roll persuasion?
No,
The
no,
important people.
we've got like a stack of pamphlets. Are you?
Posters as well.
Yep, posters. Is the idea that you're handing them to someone to go and put them all up, or
Danica.
so should we go see Danica?
Let's go
Yeah.
get Danica and she can distribute them. It's a great idea.
Let's
No, I
take
just had an
Ireena.
awkward moment with her. I don't want to see her.
You can stay outside with
Why don't we all just put them up?
It's
She
been
would
2
appreciate
hours.
it. Just not put them up
I
without.
don't want to spend all day putting up
Telling
posters.
I
Yeah.
do.
You've won an election
need
that
to-
you didn't know you were taking part.
Yeah.
What are these posters? Oh yeah, we did that.
Let's at least get their advice. Like, we think this is a good idea.
Yeah,
do
just
they
a
want
yes or
do they
no.
want to
Okay. All right. So who's going? Are you taking Ireena and Ismark with you, or leaving them here in the church?
On second thoughts, I think leave them.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, if we need to wrap this up, Adam, just let me know.
I think you've really not nailed it. Like, that's how I'm feeling about the election as well, to be honest.
Ireena and Ismark stay put, and you guys all head back without the carriage, I guess, because it's just got a bunch of dead bodies in it. At
The
this
smell.
point. It's a
We're
bit
walking
smelly.
anyway. So.
And so you're back out in the rain, heading back towards the tavern. Again, there's just no one on the streets. The entire walk back. And you get to the tavern, and there's a few faces in there. You can see Davian through the window talking with someone you haven't seen before, with Danica behind the counter as well, cleaning up some glasses. But other than those three, despite the inn normally being a place where a lot of people congregate, there's no one else in there.
Hey, me again. Hello.
All right, let's.
Sorry about before. I was in a bit of a mood. I mean, it's not very characteristic of me to be in a mood, I know, but I was. And I'm sorry for yelling at you, I guess.
Sorry, I'm just getting some sounds going. Sorry. Okay, cool. You guys should all be on the map now. Bill, I'll just move you out of the bedroom from upstairs. Yeah, so you walk in and Danica sort of makes her way from around the counter, runs towards you, American, and is just like, I am so sorry about before.
Oh, I'm taking it back.
You misunderstood. The people of Vallaki have had such horrors put upon them for so long that the news, I'm sorry to say, good to hear, but I understand how sensitive this is for an outsider. I'm sorry.
I should apologize too. I blew up in your face. I'm sorry. It was quite horrific, but I accept the realities of the situation, and we are ready to move past it. And we've actually brought some pamphlets
And posters.
and posters. That's what we did. We had a bit of a craft afternoon.
We were thinking about your oppressed people and how they've been oppressed for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we made these.
Sorry, I'm just making sure everybody is available for the.
And I wrote you a little draft constitution.
Sorry, I should have done this. I should have known you guys were going to be here.
Oh.
All right.
Big
Anyway,
beardy man.
Beard on there.
so Danica looks down at the stack of pamphlets and she's like, "What are all these?"
Pamphlets.
We think
And
it might be. We think it might be a good idea to have an elected official running the town rather than a dynasty.
Well, I think that's a fantastic idea. Something that Vallaki saw in this household. Don't you think there, Owen?
What is it?
What was that? What was that last bit, Davian?
David, you piece of shit. How are you?
Oh, lads, you're here. It's so good to see you all again. Let me introduce you to my son, Owen. Owen, these are the fantastic people who helped me find that goddamn gem of mine who can go for those piece of shit blights. Yes, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all. My name's Owen.
Lovely to meet you. We've heard so much about you. Haven't heard you referred to without a prefix before, so.
How's things with your dad?
Well, things are on the mend. It's pretty good. It's nice to see this old piece of shit again.
Oh,
Oh, you're damn right it is. So good.
The
Great.
real salt of the earth type. That's
What
what
am
we
I-
need here.
What am I hearing about you guys thinking of having me up for Burgermaster? Erwin the Burgermaster, what do you think? What are you thinking about all that?
we hear you're a man of
Yes.
a just cause, here to fight for things that are right in the prosperity of the people of Vallaki. Is that right, Erwin?
I do run the Blue Water Inn here, and I guess it's sort of a bit of a thing that I like doing. Yeah, sure.
That was easy.
I don't know. He doesn't seem that. I'm gonna direct this to kind of Baron and American.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem enthusiastic about their leadership. I'm not
Don't
sure
you
he's
sound
got the-
enthusiastic to me?
Yeah, he was dead keen.
Owen stood
He's
at
into the same
Dude,
boat as
can we
I
do
am.
an insight roll on him?
Yes.
I'm going to narrow my eyes and I'm going to nod at Morley so we can both do a combined insight check.
Oh, give me an insight with advantage. Whoever's got the highest insight can give me an insight.
I've got a
with
plus
advantage.
3.
Yeah, it's you.
Okay,
for
just
sure.
give me a roll there, American.
Okay.
Oh, net
We
20.
have rolled it right. That
Nice.
20 plus 3.
Yeah, you're seeing he's not super keen on the idea. He's from what you can tell, he sort of admits that, he runs an inn, and that shows that he kind of likes helping. But you don't really see a real spark in his eyes for running the whole town. And he gets up off his chair, and he walks over to both the Baron and Morley. Says, Danica has told me a little bit about what's been going on, and I think the people of Vallaki aren't going to take this very well. If I go walking out there first thing in the morning and say, "Oh, fuck little Victor, vote, let me run this place,"
Don't phrase it like that for a start.
Well, maybe if you did say that, they'd be okay with that.
Fuck little.
Fuck little Victor.
Is that on the pamphlets that you made, American?
It should be. I think in fact we need to edit
It's a
that.
strong tone.
But here's the clincher, right? You're not. I think that your attitude is a good one to be a leader. We don't want someone mad for power, which we've had in the past. We just want someone that's even keeled and is not dragging people behind a horse.
Oh Christ, no! I'd never do that to a horse.
Thank you. And you won't be the only one. Anyone can run for Burgomaster.
You and Victor.
So I think you'll get a popular vote.
Oh, God.
Triggered.
What's
I-
the electoral college got this?
The Burgerovian College.
Well, I don't know, fellas. Danica, what do you think? Well, I'm not sure. There's no harm in sort of getting a name out there, I guess. Yeah, right,
What
I'll do
about-
it.
I say, all right, do it.
Wow. Man, let's go.
But I'm
Enough
gonna
for me.
need a
What's-
couple of days.
Come.
I don't think you understand how hurt the people of Vallaki are going to be. I want to wait, see what happens tomorrow, see how if everything calms down, and as soon as it calms down, I'll start spreading the word, and I'll get some of my boys to help hand out with these pamphlets.
Fantastic. Can't ask more than that.
If he's reluctant, we could always see if Danica's keen.
Yeah.
She seems
Could
like a
probably be
strong-willed woman.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't we put up both of us, Danica? We can run against each other, and that'd be quite fun as well. We could do that.
We could just run together.
Danica just kind of.
Yeah, don't split the vote.
No, exactly.
The radical vote.
You've got a combined
This is
effort.
getting too technical already.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
she
I've
can run
got it
it
settled.
as his vice burgomaster.
What's that?
She can be his vice burgomaster on the ticket.
Yeah,
Feeling.
Danica just sort of like laughs and sort of giggles about it. She goes a little red in the cheeks. And Davian stands up and sort of stands next to Erwin. He's like, "Oh, you're going to need some help. We're going to get all these word out about what kind of man you are. If you'll have me help, I'm more than happy to help."
You can write his speeches.
Well, good luck to you,
Yes.
Erwin. I think you'll do a bang-up job and bring some much-needed sanity to this place.
Well, what are you like getting up to? Anyway, you're sticking around.
No, God, no. We're gonna get out of here.
We'll be back, though. We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back
Oh yeah,
to see
we'll
how
be back
things
for
go.
your inauguration.
Yeah.
Bill, you could play a song at the inauguration.
I'd happily write one. I've only just met you, and this is crazy. You're the burgomaster. Something, maybe.
I love it already.
That's gonna be
You just came
brilliant.
up with that like that. God, you're
a start. It's just a start.
a
The
talented
juice is
man.
flowing.
So where are you off to? Well, if you're not going to be hanging around there's not much to see.
Well, we do have a favour to ask before we go. And I'll just huddle the team together and just say, just so I'm clear, Ireena's going to stay here in the church, right?
No, we wouldn't be taking her to Krezk, wouldn't we, Bill?
Right. Okay.
We're sticking
Never
with
mind.
us at least.
So you don't need a favour.
Just look after the town as best you can. I know it's not your official post yet, but we'd love it to still be here, particularly the church, when we get back.
Did I hear you say Krezk?
I might have mentioned it, David. Good, your hearing's good. Here's a bat over there.
The best in Monrovia. We have a few kegs of wine that we need to have delivered to Krezk. Now,
Have we got room?
if we're
When
all
are you
here,
planning on? What?
you say I'll take a
Tag
drink
along.
of water while I. What were you about to say, Molly?
Sorry, you broke up. Your internet broke up for me a little bit. I couldn't hear a little bit of what Davian said.
He said that he heard you going to Krezk, and that he's got some wine that needs to be delivered there.
Right,
So
and when
he-
are you doing that then?
I think the suggestion was that we take the wine rather than
Oh.
he take us. That's
Oh, I thought you were offering us an escort. There.
Different kind of escort. Well, if we tag along with him, or what? Yeah, how do you want to play this, David?
Well, if we're here looking after trying to get Erwin into power, this voice kills me
You
every
picked it.
time.
choices we live by.
There's a wagon out back with a couple of horses and some barrels of
Oh,
wine.
a fresh wagon. That's a great idea.
Perfect. We could.
We were coming
Yeah,
through
well-
here, and then on the way back, we were going to deliver Krezk delivery.
Cool. We can do that.
Oh, we'll do, but yeah, we'll help you out. Where's it going? Specifically,
Just rock up the
Krezk
surely
and
there's
go,
only
"Look,
one
wine for
tavern.
Wine for the whole of
There
Krezk.
can only be one tavern in Krezk, surely. For
I thought it was like one
Well,
big
let's
abbey.
fucking see.
It's
Damien?
Yeah.
an abbey. It's an abbey,
Asking
right?
for specifics is a good idea. Great job,
Yeah, no, that's
Morley.
fine. That's fine. Yes, we just normally the delivery is just to the gates of Krezk. Just the gates.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Simple.
Oh.
Is that on the address label? Gates
Gate,
of Krezk.
gates of Krezk.
who do we ask for? I'm fucking Okay, well,
Let's do it.
look, let's do it, team.
All right.
To Krezk with the wine.
Yes. This has gotten better. You know, I didn't think that we'd be getting all this wine as well.
You're not
Not our
drinking the
wine,
wine.
Baron. Why are we delivering it?
We have to deliver the wine, not drink it.
There's a lot of it.
Snifter.
Yeah, one glass I'm sure won't mind, but
Avian. Would we be able to
Yes.
be able to sling us a couple of bottles as a bit of a delivery fee?
Oh, you were there when we only just got that gem back, right, Morley? You do know we're not really flush with the stuff.
I can't spare a single glass.
Well, that reminds
Right.
me, if
We
we keep an eye
you
out for
literally
another
saw how much wine we had on stock.
yeah, that
There's
was the
enough
gem
to-
that we brought back, right?
Let's not get into the logistics of how much wine you've got. I'm sorry I brought it up.
I'm
Don't
sure
have enough
all of
fantasy
the
wine to go
wine.
around.
I'm sure all of the wine will make it there safely.
Of course it will. I don't believe there was ever a question.
None of us are drinking wine right now. That's all good.
Right.
Right.
Well then, we
Cheerio.
wish you the best of luck with your political aspirations, and remember, the key is that anyone can run and everyone gets a say. All right?
Yes, that's
No
right.
Dictatorship.
Anyone can run. And he just gives you a little
Anyone
wink.
can run.
Oh,
Don't wink at me like that. That makes me think you'll suppress the vote.
No, I'm just saying, we're going to get this thing going. And he just gives you a little wink.
All right, you do you. Well, everyone,
okay.
to Krezk. Yeah?
I
Okay.
We'll swing by the church, pick up Ireena, and away we fuck.
Do it.
Wait,
wow.
I'm not ready to roleplay that yet, Adam. I'm sorry. Let's take our 5-minute break. Good time to take it.
Wow.
We'll be going
We
past
did
that
it.
tower.
We really did
Democracy.
it, guys.
We did it.
We did it.
I didn't think we were going to do it. We did
No, I thought we were going to continue discussing the logistics of all this for the next hour or so.
Oh, yeah. No, thanks.
it. How much wine he's got.
I mean, you guys literally saw their entire stock, and you guys like, but can we have some? It's like,
Can we have?
A little bit.
I swear, like you guys asked for it like at the winery as well. It's like, but can we?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
Why do
said
you
we got
want
a lifetime
wine?
supply, I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
As
once
for which
they
one?
make more, that's for sure. It's been like 24 hours. They probably have only just started with the kombucha.
Here's like a
You guys are
magic gem,
in
right, that
need
says
for this
that-
thing to hurry. Do we want
Minis
to do like
Kobe.
a 2 months time skip or something?
I just want to see them thrive. I just want to see them
Oh, the
thrive.
best. for
Those
us.
microbes.
Yeah.
I'm still. Oh man, we haven't even met so many people in this town. Oh, I'm echoing. Why is that?
I think that was me. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
stop.
there's oh no, there's still echo.
Oh, damn it! Who's doing that?
Whoa.
At least it happened
Yeah.
now and not like during the. Get your
There's our
Turkish delights
sponsor.
up.
Turkish delights out.
Yeah, no, there's still so many people in this
I'm-
this campaign.
I,
As a
I loved
player?
it.
Oh, carry on.
No, Karen,
I was just saying, as a player, I'm like, oh man, Lady Vishta had like someone locked up in her house. I really desperately want to go help them, but my player doesn't even know about it. This is excruciating.
yeah.
True,
Oh, Lindor
that's
little
true.
things are great.
It's probably
Yeah.
people
The only
locked in
person that
every house
knows-
around here.
The only person that knows that someone's locked in the house is Morley, right? Or is he
That's
even
right.
uncertain?
I mean, Ernst probably knows as well. So
Well,
he'll
yeah.
probably-
So he'll be there feeding her or
Well,
them.
no, wait a second. Didn't someone mention to you guys that Lady Vishta's... I think Danica mentioned that Lady Vishta keeps her daughter locked up inside.
Yeah.
Like
But-
that did get mentioned to you by Danica.
Yeah.
Really?
But as a player,
It did.
I don't have significant impetus to be like, we must save her, because it's like, oh, she might just be like,
Seems
fine.
like lots of daughters get locked up, like Mad
Yeah.
Mary and
Yeah,
Mm.
it
daughter.
seems to be a bit of a Barovian theme, eh?
I like how we had to establish that a man can't just buy a woman's heart by giving her extravagant gifts, and everyone was like, I guess.
no, it wasn't like that.
No,
It wasn't like that.
That's
Wasn't even
completely not how
remotely
it
like
went.
that.
I'm razzing, but Laura's just being like, it seems fine.
No, that's not.
It was like, don't stir American.
Yeah,
I was
Like,
telling
don't get
Adam,
it.
I was definitely telling Molly to just back away very slowly and not get you fired up on that one.
I
It
mean,
wasn't
Speaking-
the credit that we needed.
Speaking of getting fired up, oh, t-shirt.
What?
There's a new t-shirt available.
Oh, has it gone up? Is it live?
Is it
It
flammable?
is. It is live
I
on
so
our
want one of
merch
those.
store.
I
And
need one
I
of
think at the
those.
moment, I think the 30% off sale is still going using code Black Friday. Yay! That's a new shirt. It looks fantastic. It looks like such an amazing design, drawn by Shannon playing as the Baron Byram. Looks so damn good.
amazing art.
So that's available.
Very nice.
I'm wearing one of the other ones that Shannon created for us.
And you
which
can
is
get it as a little picture as well. You don't have to get
check.
a shirt, right?
You don't have to get a shirt at all. We've also got it as an art print, which
We make bank off it too. It's probably about 50 cents, right? Or
yeah, we don't make too much by merch, unfortunately. But it's not about that. It's
That's
about
not
being
the
able
point.
to buy something that supports us. And you
I
look
mean-
at it when you have it, and you're like, "That's cool." So,
Why is it not showing up when I search for getting? Is it under getting dicey?
if you click on our merch link, Dave, it'll be there.
Aye.
Yeah. I'm not sure how the search function works. I know I've had issues using the search function before.
Weird.
But I also put up over the weekend all of our other designs as well. So we've got Billy Goblin design back as well, drawn by our very own Joe, playing as American, which looks super cool. And then we've got the season 1 roll call. So this is when we didn't have Morley, but we had Sig, drawn as kind of 16-bit characters. Also done by American. Most of our shirts are done by Joe, and they are awesome. The others, none of the others are as prints, like art prints, but we do have a couple of stickers as well. We've got the Billy Goblin sticker if you want to stick that on something. It's super cheap. Add it to your order. It's super cheap. Get 30% off, even cheaper. Look, I don't like promote this stuff very often, so I'm going a little hard out this time.
Well,
Because
you
it's a
might
new
as well
shirt. The new
promote it while it's on sale, isn't it? So
what's that?
might as well promote it while it's on sale.
It is on sale. Yeah, the good thing about it being on sale is we get the same amount from Designed by Humans, but you get to pay less, which is even better. But that's the design again now.
Oh, look, it's Winter Erwin. He looks so evil. Oh,
It was nice to finally bring Erwin into the game.
I've had a bit of an evil affect to the face,
Yeah,
but I think he'll be fine. Sure, he'll be fine, right? What could go wrong?
what could go wrong?
Look, we tried. I'm just glad we didn't string it out too long.
Yeah, no, I think it went pretty well. We've had some good support in the chat today as well. We've had Deadpool's Kitty has followed us. Random Origins has cheered 500 bits. Kalan Darklaw a total of 600 bits. Oh, another 500 from Random as well. Looks like they're trying to get Needle showing up. 100 bits by Sorrow's Tale. And we've had Estrogene and Sourcemaster give us a follow as well. Thank you so much for the amazing support tonight, crew. We've also got a decent amount of viewers tonight, which is awesome. Thanks to everybody for joining us. We'll get back into it soon. What we normally do at halftime break is we have someone's saying the meter has filled. Does it looks like there's a little bit left? flicked over to the next. When it flicks over, that's when you know there's enough. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, what we normally do in the break is we have question time, everyone. So if you've got if you've got a question for us in regards to either the characters or us in regards to D&D, then you can totally ask it and we'll answer it. Or if the players have a question for the characters, that's cool as well. Has anyone got any questions? That was aimed at the players, that one. No. Okay. No question time this week, I guess.
Well, I can come up with one. I just wanted to see if the viewers had any.
What was that, Bill?
Give it a beat.
Oh, yeah, but then it's just like silence and it's awkward.
That's why I need the jingle for questions.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good point. They have actually just flicked over. There's been another 600 bits, so we will be seeing Needle shortly.
Climb dark. Really?
Mm-hmm. So
I feel like Strahd is becoming more and more reprehensible the more we know about him. My sympathy meter for him is dropping.
What was that?
My sympathy meter for Strahd is dropping.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, where was the sympathy meter before this latest round?
He's in a tragic situation, and I'm like, nah, it seems like more clear cut by the day. Bit of a dick.
bit of a dick.
Yeah, that combo we had where his perspective was like, oh, she was stolen from me, and she wasn't that into him, and then it's like, actually, you got the wrong end of that stick.
Yeah, you kind of just didn't get chosen, Strahd, and you've construed that as having her stolen.
And she had to jump out of a window to get away from him. That's pretty
Really
bad.
didn't like you.
That's pretty desperate,
It's not good.
Yeah. Sorry, Strahd.
But wait.
I thought you might be, a tragic hero or something at the end of the day when the tale unravels. But I'm like,
That's
bad.
sweet. Strong
That's
hero vibes.
Brings on a question for me, right? So the shield around Barovia that keeps the souls in, when did that flick on? Because it must have been either as she jumped out of the window and landed, the curse kicked in, because it couldn't have been after that, because her soul would have escaped and she wouldn't have been reborn, right?
Yeah, we don't know when it kicked in.
It has to be before she committed suicide.
Yeah.
Or as. Maybe that kicked off the curse.
We'll have to ask.
Because her soul would have tried
Its reaction.
If only there was someone around back then you could have a chat to about it.
There was only someone who had invited us for dinner and a chat.
wine.
Hey, we do have a question from viewers.
Oh, yep.
What are the plans for Christmas break? Says Magic Magpie DM.
Do you guys have plans over the Christmas break?
I'm
Going
assuming
away?
they meant about the stream.
Oh, for the stream.
They don't give a shit about us.
Yeah, why would they?
Oh,
Yeah, what are you eating for
Fine.
Christmas?
So this is going to be our last Curse of Strahd session for the year. I think it's a good time just to have a bit of a break, and we'll be back. So hopefully sometime in January. I think we didn't get back until like early March, the start of this year. So I think I'd
that
like to
right?
get. Yeah,
But
it took ages.
we started the new campaign, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, we came back I think a little bit earlier and did a couple of Call of Cthulhu sessions, and then we started Curse of Strahd. So I don't know. I think this will be the last one for the year. Then we're going to have our usual Christmas special in a few weeks, which will be awesome. And then a few more weeks after that, we'll come back. I think it sounds about right. If we get bored during the break, we might jump on for a chat or a one shot or something, which could be a bit of fun. Yeah.
I want to try. I wish I could do streaming stuff. I would love to play some games on streams and stuff, but too lazy to set it up.
I'm gonna have a PlayStation 5. Who wants to do some PlayStation 5 stuff with me over Christmas?
There we go.
Just like a humble brag, but
Me.
so
Let's do it.
yeah. Cool. What will we do, Baron? Can we do a watch party of Gordon Ramsay's Ultimate Grilled Cheese every day?
I think
On
I
the
want
PS5. Yeah.
we need to do that sometimes.
utilize
Just
it.
put up with
Bye for that.
those. And John, Magic Magpie DM said that she did mean us and not the stream. So what are we doing? Actually, a bill.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, that says more about my own psyche than anything else.
I actually thought the same. I was like, oh, it'll be about the stream.
Just traveling. We're traveling up to see family, which will be terrible, like always.
Oh,
They asked, all right? They asked.
someone's in a...
I'm hosting both your mum and dad to watch the stream right now.
It's called a raid.
Never heard of Twitch.
A raid.
You've been raided by your mum and dad.
That's a good
400
name for a
viewers.
Twitch
What the
channel,
fuck?
Mum and Dad.
Your mum and dad. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Anyone else other than playing PlayStation 5?
I'm going to go to that new with that experience. That's what I'm going to go to do in Auckland.
Up in Auckland. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we going to do anything fun for Christmas? We haven't planned that. We've only planned seeing family.
I do not guarantee any fun this Christmas. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Sounds really
That
painful.
should be a Christmas carol.
A Tim Minchin style Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
Do not guarantee anything fun.
I'm going to do something this Christmas that I've wanted to do for the past 3 Christmases. I'm really feeling quite good about it this Christmas. We're getting an Airbnb in the Marlborough Sounds, and I'm going to cook a fish on the barbecue, a whole fish.
Oh,
Oh
cool.
yeah, nice.
That
whole
sounds
fish.
awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
jealous.
pretty excited for that whole fish.
Are
Don't know,
Are you-
never
are
done
you
it
gonna-
before.
Googling how to skin and debone a fish, or are you just going to get a filleted
Just a whole
fish?
fish. No, just get a whole fish. You
Chuck the
can't
whole
gut
fish on
it.
the barbecue and you just
Just throw it directly on.
Maybe
whole
see if Gordon Ramsay has some killer tutorials on how to
yeah, yeah.
Ultimate barbecue fish. Just
You'll
touch
with kimchi.
of oil.
Throw it
Pepperberry
directly on.
cheese.
Mania.
Pepperberry cheese. Beautiful. Breathtaking.
Yeah.
Just a fucking fish skeleton.
Are you going to catch the fish as well? Are you going to go do some fishing?
Come on. No, you
Oh.
think I am? God, no.
Come on, hunt together.
I'll be getting
Come
him.
on.
What's a good fish to have on the barbecue?
Snapper.
A
works
big
well.
one.
A big snapper.
Snapper.
Yeah.
Great call.
Big-
Great call, Dave.
Good snapper.
Salmon? Barbecued
Oh
salmon?
yeah,
does
salmon's
that-
good on the
Get
barbecue.
a steak. What are you doing?
No, I believe in the fish dream. Make it happen.
It sounded so good where the Marlborough Sounds with an Airbnb and stuff, and then this fish came into it.
Whole fish
don't
on the
like
barbecue. Amazing.
I like fish, but it's like first time I've ever done it. Gonna cook a whole fish on the barbecue.
Eyes and all.
No,
Oh yeah, yum.
Aspirational dreams.
I agree.
I can't wait for the video of this, and I'm really looking forward.
Yeah,
to
you could
that.
stream that live
Yeah.
from the Marlborough
Yeah,
Sounds.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Are
would
you
be
going to
awesome.
secretly practice before you get to the multi so you're no.
Did you see the Mark Zuckerberg video where he was streaming smoking meats with his friends? Hilarious.
What?
Stroking mates.
he was smoking.
Beach,
He was smoking meats with his friends.
Smoking was it smoking meat with Zucker?
Yeah, yeah. Great.
Oh.
What was the...
God.
I can find a video and link it. It's hilariously
Yeah, yeah.
awful.
Amazing what they let on Facebook these days.
What, he lets on Facebook?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my Facebook.
If I was Mark Zuckerberg, I'd be putting out things that literally everyone had to see. Like, you can't see, you're not allowed to see anything else until you've finished watching this video of me smoking meats.
Tom from MySpace.
Yes, because like he needs anyone else to be interested in what he does, or not interested in watching what he does. But, yeah. Anderson.
Well, I saw him doing that stand-up paddleboarding thing.
I saw that as well. Again,
Dave,
he should have pushed that
next
out.
generation.
People had to have watched it until they can carry on with their Facebook.
Your Facebook pages are locked until you watch this
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
The whole internet is locked down.
The whole internet is locked.
It just shows what a relatable guy he is, right? Like,
Yeah,
hey, I'm just
totally.
like one of you. I'm not like a massive data harvester.
I'm that as well. I am that as well.
Just like a real human. Definitely not a robot. It's clear that I eat food.
Did you see the videos of
Let me
him
prepare it.
and what him drinking video during like the trial or whatever that they did in the US, and everyone was like laughing their asses off at him drinking water because he just made it look so awkward and unnatural.
Well, there's been a bit of that going on lately, hasn't it? With like the zoo.
Yeah.
Going off about it, bragging about it.
In a sippy cup.
Yeah, one of those little Timmy Tippy cups. Like, well done.
Not a drop spilled.
Yeah. Get on the tie.
All right, I'm going to put you guys back on the map. Get the rain going yet again. It's been very rainy in Vallaki.
A question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it's kind of a two-parter. Do you have like prepared weather, or whether there is weather that's kind of built into the story for occasions, or do you just kind of be like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll just have it as overcast or windy"?
No. I pick and choose when it rains. Like, it's all very purposeful. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Side
Good
note.
question.
Oh. Second
No.
question.
He did say it was a two-parter.
Sorry, I forgot that.
I want American's side note.
What was
Remember,
the
I was
side
like,
note?
oh, I'm hearing loud music. I can defend myself on that because our neighbours often play their music outside ungodly loud, okay?
To be
So
fair,
it's
though,
mildly less cringy than I thought it was coming
they don't
from outside.
usually play like chanting though.
Well, I can hear it very well. I have mine on like really quiet, so I could just
right.
like it sounded like far away and just like they often play like weird music as well. So anyway, I'm done defending myself. It was embarrassing. Let's move on. Second part.
The second part was, do you have like a clock or something that you kind of keep up to date so you always know what time it is for us, like in gameplay time? Or...
That's a lot looser. I try and kind of figure out what time you guys are at. So like, I said it was like 3 or 4 when you guys met up with American. You guys did a couple of hours of arts and crafts, making pamphlets. So it's probably around the sort of 6 o'clock mark at this point.
I must admit, you've done very well with keeping time, because I don't think when we've asked you've gone backwards at any time. Like when you're out, you've said 12, and then it's like 10 o'clock. I don't think you've ever gone back in time.
Yeah, I try and keep a real, like a mental... I was going to make a smart-ass comment about addition, but I'm just going to say, like, I keep a real mental picture of what it looks like as you guys make your way around.
I mean, we only ask you once every couple of sessions.
Yeah.
Lunchtime, dinner.
And honestly, it's usually just like a stab in the dark, and it works because it doesn't have to be exact.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Unless you guys had like spells that are like, I can only cast this at 10:05. Then it's like,
well, actually no, I just need to know when the next day arrives so I can let my javelin recharge.
Right.
Speaking of spells, I think to become like a treasure-hungry character if I want to keep casting divination. I'm just going to have to try and like start taking everything not nailed down so I can keep... Every time I cast it, I have to like give 25 gold pieces worth of stuff to the gods. I'm like, shoot.
Yeah, there hasn't
filling
been
up the bag.
There hasn't been much in the way of like dungeon diving, has there? There's like nothing.
Mostly
really that's
dumpster diving.
yeah.
Might have
It's
to
like-
resort to dumpster diving so I can do spells.
It's like getting invited into someone's house and seeing some like a chest up against the wall, and being like, "I'll just
Seeing a candlestick. Oh
just
my
have a
god, I
quick
love
look.
that. And it goes.
Smash all their pots.
Would you like my bag of holding, American, and you can carry some of your loot?
Yeah,
Oh my god, I love that. And it goes.
I'll take this.
I'll take that head out. Are there any dead things in here I should know about?
No, the head's with its body right now, so it's okay. And I haven't really put anything into the bag of holding, to be honest.
Are we going to stay in the church tonight? It's getting late. And head out in the morning, or do we leave now?
I could do with a decent sleep, to be honest.
all that killing.
It's actually all the damage that I
Just
took
tuck
from
it out.
Isaac.
Yeah,
I
it's a
took a
good point.
fuck ton of damage from Isaac and not retaliating during that scuffle.
Well, okay. Well, let's. You guys have made yourselves back to the church. Again in the rain, the entire 10-minute walk, and now might be a good point to decide. Now it is about 6 o'clock. What is the plans for the rest of the day? Whether you get up and go first thing in the morning, or if you leave now.
Cards, and then first light, head off.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yep, that sounds good to me. I got some bodies to reanimate.
It's probably better for us to be traveling during the day with Ireena if Strahd is out and about. My vote is we stay the night here and leave first light.
Well, did you say it was about 6 o'clock?
Yeah, it's about 6. 6.
Why don't we go have dinner at the tavern?
Can we go out in the rain again?
We just left.
Why don't we stay at the tavern? Is Rick Carpenter still around?
Not that you saw, no. Like, what we can do...
I'm kind of intrigued by this Rictavio guy, to be honest.
Yeah,
Anyway,
understandable.
it's kind
Is
of
there a
the vibe.
fireplace in the church?
What do you guys want to do before the end of the night? Is there actually, like, is there a specific, or do you want us to just, like, zip through the night, you've all been rested, and we get off in the morning? Is that going to be the easiest way to do this? Yeah, okay, cool. That happens.
Well, there's one thing that I want to do before in the night time.
Okay, yeah.
I want to move the wagon out close to I can see on the map the graveyard's close to the road.
Yes.
I want to just, I'll get Tracy to help me pull out the bodies out into the graveyard.
Okay.
Yep. Now I'm going to cast...
I just want to paint that picture. I want like the rain pouring down in the middle of the night. These little bolts of lightning, like flashing and lighting up the cloud cover in the sky. And just in each of those flashes of light, we just see scrawny, sickly Baron and a skeletal undead with him, dragging the bodies of Lady Vesta, Vargas, with Tracy carrying the head of Vargas. And then 3 of these druids that had been killed earlier.
Yeah, I think there was 4 total. I got 4.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, I got 4 bodies from
Didn't
there.
Strahd mess one up? I can't remember.
Then we got another one.
All right, okay.
One. He reanimated one as a jerk. So Tracy is actually, she should have a coat on or something, hopefully.
Okay. And Lucian is just inside the church looking out the window out into the graveyard, just mouth open, just he can't really believe what he's watching.
I'm just going to give him a little wave.
And he just slowly just sort of like raises one hand up and shakes his head and just turns and walks back into the church.
Don't want to freak him out or anything.
You're in this graveyard with 6 dead bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got 6 dead bodies here. So what I'm going to do is first at night time I have to reanimate Tracy because they have to be, that has to happen every day. And for the rest of them, I want to do reanimate dead on them. And because I'm a necromancer, I could do 2 at once. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So I'll just cast that 3 times.
All right. You got heaps of spell slots there for that?
Yeah, I've got a 4th level and a 3rd.
All right, nice.
Yes. So I should have 7 skeletons.
Okay. So you're turning them all into skeletons.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
Okay, nice. So this is like a 10-minute thing each time, is that right? Is it like a ritual, or is it just an instant?
A minute maybe, or it's not a ritual. It's I have to cast it properly.
Yeah. The skin and meat of Lady Vesta, these druids and Vargas, just fall off the bone and then collect in the clothes that they were wearing.
And that's why I did it outside rather than in the wagon.
Very, very considerate.
And one by one, they sort of just slowly get to their feet, their clothing and skin and meat falling off their bodies and down to the ground around their ankles. They sort of like kick them off like an old pair of slippers and step out over the tops of their like meat and clothing. and just stand there in front of you. And a crash of lightning just lights up this graveyard as the Baron is standing there surrounded by this 6 skeletal warriors.
Ooh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Come back.
Welcome back.
I'll give you all name tags later, so you can. I know we all know you, Vargas, and you lady Vesta. It's time to do some good in the world. Maybe we can shift things around for the balance of what you've been doing in the past, and make a nice time and nice place of this.
And they all just throw their fists up into the air, like in time to like to punctuate the end of that sentence, and they just go.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm. That's what we need. Not to be bossy or anything, but I'll just ask everyone to like clean up their flesh and maybe dig in a hole, put it in a hole.
Yeah, and they all get to work doing that. The head of Vargas is still sort of just on the ground, but without.
I thought it would have ripped.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like the body sort
Maybe you
of
can sort that
stumbles
out,
over
Vargas.
to it and picks it up and places it on, but it's not sitting well. Like it's missing like a bit of the bone, and it's just kind of like sitting slightly at an angle on the neck of the Vargas skeleton.
We'll see if we can sort that out later, Vargas. Sorry about that.
Maybe you could get him a nice scarf.
You get a scarf,
yeah,
tie it down.
yeah.
That'd be brilliant.
A cravat.
Oh, ooh, classy.
Is there anything else the rest of you want to get done before calling it a night? Other than obviously you've gone to the tavern, you've eaten with everybody, had a few drinks, and you've come back to the church. Is there anything you need to do before calling it a night? American, is there anything that you want to get done at night here?
I was thinking of she's been wondering about this divine being who she's sort of been reaching out to and receiving counsel from. So I want to stare up at the sky and just whisper out. I'm not going to do a spell or anything, but I'm just going to whisper out, if the great nature spirit is out there, I beseech ye, lend me your wise counsel once again. Tell me there's hope left in this world.
But you're not using like a spell slot?
I'm not using a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
I'm just looking out at the sky, looking out at the stars.
Yeah, and you sort of like the rain is getting in your eyes a little bit, and you can't really see any stars. The clouds are completely covering the sky, and you see a flash of lightning. And as it flashes, just as you're trying to talk to this god, just as you're getting close to this church, you notice on top of the peak of the church, lit by that flash of lightning, is this perfectly white owl. You haven't seen that really before, and you look up to it, and it looks down at you, and it just stretches its wings out and just takes off.
I'm going to take that as a sign, and I'm going to find within me the spiritual strength to draw from this deity and use it to, for the first time, conjure up my new familiar companion, which is an owl.
Nice.
So it's a fey spirit, so it's kind of like shimmering and see-through, and I'm going to draw that from within myself.
Whereabouts are you?
Whereabouts
are you going to have it perching?
I'm going to say I can draw it out from my being and have it perch on my shoulder.
Okay,
and
cool.
I'm going to close my eyes and just become one with nature for a minute.
Yeah, that's great. You can feel its sort of claws on your shoulder, and you can feel that rain sort of pouring down as you close your eyes. And there's like just that same sort of feeling you got when you heard the voice of your god, like speaking out to you from the divination spell. You can just sort of, you're feeling that aura of that deity just around you.
Oh my. Wow. I'm going to be quiet quietly like brimming with excitement, but trying to keep it cool. When I'm like gonna waltz back into the room with like this fey spirit on my shoulder and be like, just like prancing a little bit.
Nice. Anybody else? Anything before calling it a night? Nope.
I have a quick thing for the morning.
Okay. All right, we can do that in the morning if you like. Cool. So it's a bit of a eventless night. Before too long, you all wake up in the morning. Let's just get some normal sounds going for. There we go. The rain's sort of cleared, but it does seem still pretty dark outside. American, you're the only, again, night after night since you've been in Barovia, you've had these visions in your sleep. And the only dream you remember from last night, again, that rain was pouring down. It's like an image back to when you had your eyes closed in the streets last night, and you open your eyes and you're just like in blackness, but the rain is pouring down and you have that owl perched on your shoulder. And out of that blackness, this small door, maybe only 2 or 3 foot high, just sort of appears out of, like, shrinks from way off in the horizon and just zooms right up next to you, and is right in front of you. You reach out to open it, and as you open it, there's an enormous explosion and pain and fire and stuff, and you just feel your skin burning and bubbling, and you jolt awake to find it morning in the church.
Oh my gosh, what a traumatic dream I just had. Bit psychic of me, isn't it? I'm going to roll a d4 and see what... I forgot, I have to roll a d4 and see what season I am. Anyway, everyone do a thing, I forgot what I am.
Yeah, Bill, so what are you doing first thing this morning?
I just wanted to go out and do some quick shopping. Promise it'll be fast. I've got a thing called cheap jewellery, which is apparently worth 150 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I've got studded leather, which is apparently worth 45 gold, and I have 130 something gold on my person.
Okay.
And I would like to, through whatever means necessary, trade those things to get a diamond ring worth 300 gold.
Yeah, we'll say that, Bill, you sort of get up in the morning and make your way into Vallaki, and the feeling within Vallaki is incredibly somber. There's no guards. You can't see. There's no one dressed as guards anywhere for your entire walk into the town center. You find someone who can take some of the things off your hands, and then another stall that will take that armor, and he kind of gives you a little... He tries to bargain, and you sort of really are quite adamant and give that smile that only Bill can give, and he agrees to pay the amount. You find yourself also with a small jewelry store, and manage to secure one of those rings. All in all, yeah, it's all in all, you've managed to. It was hard. It took a long time. People weren't in a very good state, and there weren't many people around. You heard some mumblings within your journey through about the hatred sort of towards the Vallaki family, the Vallakovich family. And you could almost hear maybe a few people getting quite worked up, quite heated and angry when discussing the Vallakoviches. And you return back to the church with that ring.
Cool.
Now what we probably didn't mention is you've taken on your backs and forths from the inn and the church. One of you brought the wagon of wine with you to the church as well. So outside this church now, you've got your carriage with 4 horses on it. You've got a wagon full of barrels of wine, which has a room on the front for maybe 3 people as well. So I think in total you're probably going to get I think the majority of you in there across both wagons now.
Ooh, 2 wagons.
Mm-hmm.
And also I rolled that I'm an autumn season, so slightly less unpleasant, which is nice. Be like waking up in a good mood. Like,
Nice.
I woke up this morning and I laughed to myself because you know what popped into my head? All will be well. And then I thought, that's exactly what Vargas would say. And his head's gone. Just amused
Yeah.
me.
That's hilarious.
You can tell
You're looking-
Vargas yourself when we go into the wagon, American.
Oh, someone.
Going back.
Oh, you had a craft a night.
Yes. Crafty day, crafty night. Yeah.
Well, we're on fire lately, aren't we?
I'd like to say, American, you're looking lovely this morning, but like a little bit loud, so Ireena sort of hears.
Oh, that's so kind of you, Morley. I'm going to glance over at Ireena and see what she's thinking.
So, okay. So you say that loud enough to American, and then you both just like look over to Ireena.
I didn't
Slyly,
look over. I'm just...
I looked over.
I didn't even know what to do with that. I think Ireena hears. Ireena definitely has heard that, and so is kind of everybody else in the church. And Ireena just says, "Oh, American, you do look amazing. I absolutely adore how your hair changes color."
Thank you. Is this just a compliment, American morning? I'm loving this mood. All will be well, I'm telling you.
So, what's the plan?
It's Mark. Is he? Well, we're
Go.
heading to Krezk, aren't we?
Yeah. So we're all just gonna get in and head off. We're happy. We're happy with the idea that Ireena is safe right here.
No, does she come in with
No,
us?
she's coming with.
I know.
Oh, she's coming with us,
but
Isaac.
I'm saying she is safe right here, and we're going to take her out of that.
Well, we
safety.
don't think she's actually
Well,
safe.
she's safe with us. That's what we think. We know.
Look, you do have quite the army now.
You could say that,
Is-
yeah.
Ismark, the church was breached, and it's only a matter of time before that happens again. So we need to find a more secure location for your sister.
I totally agree. And
mean, what if
he starts
Krezk-
packing his stuff up, and Ireena has started packing some of the stuff into her bags and stuff as well, getting it all ready for the journey. What were you saying,
Scallywag?
American?
He's been chewing on a finger, probably. He's been sitting in the cart most of the week.
Oh no.
No, he's
no.
in the church. He's just sort of like he's still sleeping over like on top of one of the kids' beds.
Of course he is.
No.
Should we leave Scallywag there as the guard dog for the church /
Yeah.
pet for the children?
Yes.
Yeah,
Also,
I think
so
that'd be
we
great.
keep
The kids,
remembering him.
the kids are ecstatic that you're going to leave the Scallywag with them. They've become quite bonded in the last few days.
It's not just for Christmas.
So responsible. So responsible.
Yeah. So, Baron.
Did your microphone sound change? Does it sound different from anyone else?
Did
Sounds
mine
Sounds a
like
bit
a
funny.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, slightly
it?
echoey.
metallic.
Robot.
I just thought his
Did it?
throat was a bit sore after
After you turned
Davian.
off the music, the rain sound.
How am I sounding for everybody? Everyone's saying it sounds different. Well, that is very strange because there has been.
Put the rain back on and it will fix it.
But it's not raining anymore.
It's always raining in Barovia, isn't it?
Honestly, I don't know why there's any change, but everyone else is saying that there's a change as well.
I mean, it still
just
sounds
keep going.
fine. It's just different. That's all.
okay. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, all right. So, is it just you guys tell me? Is it all everyone packing these things into the carriage?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
We
go.
leave.
Okay.
Hey, Baron.
Yes.
How are we gonna
hide these skelly boys and girls?
Well, once we leave the gates, let's just have them walk. I just don't want to get them out inside the gates and freak people out. But they don't get tired or anything. They can walk.
Can they like maybe collapse into a pile of bones that could be in a chest or something? A little bit easier carry.
Well, if anything, they can carry things for us. They never get tired.
I just need to, in order to hide them.
Well, it's I don't know.
We should invest in some long robes and cowls for them.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get at least some clothes, like a suit or something. Some suits.
Yeah.
The suit, the tie.
Yeah.
With the best dressed skeletons. And
I think so. I think it would be nice for their
I don't know,
self-esteem.
have you got any robes that we like, big loose fitting robes that we maybe can
Oh, I'm not too concerned about hiding them unless they're in town.
That's what I'm worried about because we're about to leave town.
Yeah.
Well, if they ride in the cart,
No, they're going to be in the cart
in the
when
wagon,
we're
they
leaving
won't
town,
be seen.
and then they can get out when we get
Yeah.
out of the gate.
Okay.
As
But it
long
would
as
be nice to
Gary
get clothes.
And Greg don't see them.
We'll put that on the shopping list. Some nice robes.
I want them to feel good about themselves, And
We should have
they
been
shouldn't be ashamed of
grabbing
being,
the druids'
undead.
clothes and stuff off their bodies.
Actually, that's a good point, right? Like the Baron is all about equality with these dead. He does. It's hiding who they are is kind of.
Don't.
Unless
We're gonna trigger
unless
the Baron.
unless we
don't want
pop
to.
them out in a town or whatever. I don't want everyone else to freak out all of a sudden. But out on the open road, personally, I think it's fine. But it's up to you. What do you think?
I'm more worried about while we're in the town and getting from the church
No,
door.
they're in the wagon.
They're already in. Okay.
And you're pretty close to the gates out of the town anyway.
Okay.
Let's get out of town.
Again, I said anything. Let's go.
Did Bill show off his new diamond ring? I'm dead keen
Yeah,
to know
yeah.
what that's all about.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's something for a spell or something.
I just quite liked it.
Special lady.
That's a nice.
Maybe I'll give it to somebody one day. Who knows?
Okay.
Morley's like,
What size is it, Bill? An M or a Q or
Not sure.
Ireena's.
An Ireena size, maybe.
it's a lovely ring, Bill. I really like it. Suits you. Makes you look
Thanks.
like a fancy fella.
I am fancy.
you guys are having this conversation while like getting onto this carriage, so who's going to be riding where? How are we gonna? Do we even care? Are we? Does it matter?
Do we
everybody
even
is-
care?
Yeah. Or is it just
Who
like,
the
who's?
animal handlers?
Yeah. Is it Mirakin on
Yeah,
front driving these horses again?
Yeah. I got my good animal handling. Do you want me to roll animal handling?
Please, that'd be great.
Sure.
Logically,
What about
the
the other-
Baron is going
Oops,
to
I
be
rolled
with
with
the
advantage.
skeletons, right?
I rolled a 10 plus 6.
Nice. All right, so it's going to be a pretty smooth ride. So we've got 6 of these skeletons inside
7.
the carriage. 7. 7?
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
yeah,
And they can
seven.
Wait,
pop
we're
out.
doing
6
two
plus
wagons,
Tracy.
aren't we?
Yeah, who's on the
two
second
wagons.
wagon?
Yeah. Second
I'll
one.
go second wagon.
All right. This is going to be a bit
Call
of a...
that the wine wagon.
Because the wagon with the wine on it is really basically just a seat with a bunch of wine behind it. So there's maybe 3 that
Oh.
can sit on that one. It's not like a full
None to
carriage.
spare, though. None to spare.
No.
Yeah. And then you've got maybe 3 across the front since the entirety of the inside of this carriage is full. So you've got seats for 6 and you've got 7 people.
Until we get out of the gate, and then they can walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bit crowded, but we'll just squeeze people
Laura's-
in.
I'll walk.
I've got to
beside the carts
walk
until
till we get to the gate.
until we get out of the car.
The hardest thing
let's work it
ever.
out.
Hey, look,
Can we
if
just-
you
can we
guys...
just get
No,
through this?
I hate to do this, but if you guys want an army of people with you, we're going to have
Yeah.
to talk about logistics. I don't want
They're
it to
going to
be...
walk.
Yeah.
They never get tired, and they're going to walk.
Okay,
They can sit in the cart until we get out of the town. I will walk beside it, as will the Baron,
All right.
and that should leave enough people sitting in the front cart with American.
All right. You guys all get onto these carts and carriages and make your way towards the western gates. Unlike the other times you've come up against these gates are just fully open, and no guards manning them.
Not even Greg.
Not even Greg.
Yeah, I was
Didn't
hoping
even
to
get
see
saved
our
by the
probably.
Greg.
Not even Greg.
Okay.
That's bad.
As you get closer and closer, you hear a voice call out. Having seen you all, I think seeing you, Mirakin, you hear a voice call out, excusez-moi, please stop, one moment.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to pull the horses to a stop.
And you just see a familiar face, Mirakin. You see Rictavio with his beautifully coloured gowns and hat, sort of running up alongside of this carriage and sort of coming to a stop next to you. Thank you so much for stopping. Oh my gosh, I was so glad that I caught you before you left. He tries to catch his breath. He says, you have done. Your names may not be known too well around here, but your actions definitely have been. I had one question before you. I did not know if I was going to see you again. I just wanted to know: did you, in your travels, check out the Vistani camp to the south of here? And he quickly just reaches for like the small a pen, like a little pencil, and a piece of paper, as if he's about to sort of take notes.
Okay, so as a character, I'd probably know if we've been to this. Is it the south one we've been to?
No. You have been. Well, you've been to a Vistani camp that was way off to the south, southeast.
Okay, so that's a no.
So
I would say no.
Yeah. So you're just saying no.
I say no.
No, hold on. Sorry, I think Joe, the player, has the impression that he means a different camp compared to the one that we.
Well, you don't.
The southeastern one.
You don't know this. You don't know which one he's talking about at this point.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay,
know
well
if
then
there
if
are
I
multiple...
don't know, I don't know what my player knows. I thought you meant my player knew that we hadn't been to the one he was referring to.
You've been. You know, as a player, that you've been to a Vistani camp.
Okay, I'm going to say I've been to a Vistani camp. Jeez Louise.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you if you've got information that you. I don't know.
I thought my character knew that we hadn't been to the one he was referring to.
Your characters have no
was
idea
wrong.
how many Vistani camps there are in Barovia, right?
Okay,
I would assume we've been to it.
We've been to one.
I mean, you could
know.
absolutely say yes.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell him the truth, okay? I don't know if I've been to the one you're referring to.
As the one
Is what I say.
The one just south of here, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes from here.
Oh.
Maybe 10
5
minutes
minutes
from here. Have you been to this?
We had all of that conversation and the NPC clarified it in the next 2 seconds.
Literally just had to ask
Far
him
out,
which
this
camp he
is
was talking.
freaking-
It's just role play. If you don't
Oh
know
my
something,
God.
you just ask the character and
Sorry,
they
I just
say.
didn't want to say the wrong thing, didn't I? But then I just made it much worse, didn't I? So, okay, established that we haven't been to that one.
And he looks a little sort of disappointed. Oh, okay. No, that's all right. That's all right. I was hoping for some information about them, but that's okay. Just please, if you are venturing down there, please, just be very, very careful. Please. One last thing. I'm sorry for intruding as well. You barely know me. Great Rictavio, you don't know me. But one last thing, and then you may leave. And he says, "This may sound very odd, but have you heard of the were-ravens?" And he's like quite serious at this point, and he's putting his pencil towards his paper. I am trying to study the were-ravens. Have you come across any of them?
Ravens? I've heard of ravens. Yeah.
Yes, I have heard of them.
You
Crows.
you have heard of the were-ravens? the ravens that become people, and people become ravens.
I've heard of them, yes.
What have you heard? I am studying them. I am looking for any information.
I just want to
Yeah,
nudge
very-
American in the ribs.
Yeah, I'm gonna, because I don't want to I'm just like, who is this guy? Just gonna be like, you're a curious fellow to run up to people leaving town and ask them a series of extremely odd and vague questions.
If there was anybody in this town that would have the answers to these kinds of questions, it would be adventurers like yourselves. I am a storyteller of sorts, and I am. You would have seen me at the festival, the crazy festival yesterday, telling my stories of my journeys, and I was just trying to find more stories to tell. That is what I do.
Here's a story for you, Rictavio. At the festival yesterday, I have it on good authority that the record in Vallaki, the Vallaki record for potato bobbing was beaten by me, Captain Morley Van Morgan. 8 potatoes.
And you can see him.
true.
You can
It's
see him
true.
smile, and he starts writing on the piece of paper. 8 potatoes. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
It probably won't be the defining sort of moment of that festival, but I'd hate it to get lost. So perhaps if you could just keep the story going.
Yes, no problem. I may change the story a little bit to involve myself, but I will keep the story going.
Honest. We just be like, strange fellow, Rictavio.
Yeah, Rictavio is going to be the legend of 8 potatoes. Got it.
And he only vomited once. I want to ask him. I'm going to be like, well, what's the problem with the Vistanis down south? Why should we look out for them?
I have just been hearing stories of their how much you can trust the Vistani. How much you trust. They are good Vistani, they are bad Vistani. I have heard stories of the latter for those Vistani.
Okay.
And I just
Stories of good ones.
just be careful down there.
Okay. Can I just say, we're ravens, you say, though, and look him in the eyes
And
and,
he-
do like an insight check on
He
him.
gets excited again and goes like
'Cause I'm
brings
just
his
like,
pencil to
why is
paper
he-
again.
I just like, why is he running up to us and suddenly asking us? Like, it's so weird. I just want to do an insight with a nat 20, thank you.
Oh, God.
20 plus 3.
What are you trying to
Like,
get out of him?
I want to know. It just seems odd that he's just like, oh, I just want to tell stories about them.
Yeah, so
and
what
I'm
do you-
like, I feel like, does he have something beyond just an interest in storytelling? Like, does he have some kind of angle he's pursuing? Like,
So
something?
insights usually to see if someone's trying to deceive you, trying to look past
Okay,
some
yeah.
sort of deception.
Yeah,
So
I want to look.
ask him
See if
something,
I can.
guess.
I want to look past to see if he really just has an idle storytelling interest in an old legend, because it just seems odd that he would just run up and ask about it.
Yeah, okay. Is there something you're asking him? So you can't just like look at him while he's not saying anything. Like, if you're rolling insight, it's to try and see if he's going to try and deceive you and understand what he's saying.
Okay.
So
So
you've just
then
rolled
I
a
will.
perfect roll.
I'll say, and you say your interest in the were-ravens is just for storytelling reasons.
He says, yes, there are many stories to be told in this crazy place. And you can see there's a little bit of, it's not like he's hiding a lot, like he believes what he's saying, but there's something else there in his eyes.
Something else. I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew there
Yeah.
was something else in his eyes. But what could I possibly do with that?
So I think,
What
are you,
could I do?
yeah. What are you going to do?
I don't know. He's just such an odd duck to come and run up to us and be like, wait! Tell me about the stories in this area. I want to be like,
So you've just learnt that there's more to it. So what are you going to do in
Yeah, I
response
don't
to that.
know, everyone. What should I do?
No one
Should I
else
just
knows
question him?
what you've just learned.
They would be picking up on him that he's an odd duck, but I'm just gonna be like, I guess. What'd I say?
Didn't the Martikovs kind of tell us to kind of keep the Were Raven thing under wraps?
Yeah, it's like their family secret, I think.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna be like,
If we see anything, we'll tell you. Right,
I
boy.
want to be what? What's your interest in these were people? What would you do with them? I'm sure you'd do more than just tell a story, Rictavio.
Yeah, or you could just.
Why are you
make
so
one up.
interested? Yeah.
It is, it's just the where ravens. There are stories that they are very powerful. They are, and he kind of like looking down at his notes and sort of looking around like he's trying to find an answer to your question. Is it very powerful? They, I'm trying to find the words. It's just a very interesting thing to be able to change from a little birdie to a person.
Agreed.
That is true.
And if I could
God.
find one of these were ravens, then the stories they must have.
You're a journalist.
Indeed.
No journalist, just a teller of stories.
Good luck with that story, I'd say. Right, American?
It's gonna be like,
Obviously.
yeah, like, yeah.
Well, I will not hold you up any longer. I thought that you guys were traveling, learning about this place. I thought you were my last hope to learn anything about these were ravens. I apologize. Let you be on your way.
Sorry, we couldn't be more help on the whole Were Raven issue.
No. It is fine. Rictavio is happy to just be able to share these moments with you. Very, very nice moments. And just be careful if you run into any of those Vistanis.
8 potatoes.
Yeah, don't forget the 8 potatoes.
Oh, did I tell you my story about the potatoes?
No,
amazing.
we're good.
He says, having like
Yeah, he's already claimed
having
it.
claimed that story for himself now.
Wow.
Nope.
That was quick.
Oh.
The legend lives on, Adam. Wally.
All
just
right.
kind of don't know what to do with this guy, so I'm just gonna nod and then start driving away.
Yeah, and he just sort of gives a wave to you guys as you leave, and sort of turns and heads back towards the city.
He was a strange little fellow, wasn't he?
That was weird, wasn't he, man?
I was looking into his eyes and I was saying, "Ooh, why do you want to know about the were ravens?" I couldn't read much of him, but it was something more than just storytelling. I'll tell you that. And I think he's a weird duck. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell him anything about were ravens because that's our little secret.
Maybe stop yelling the word where raven.
I'm not
Don't know how
yelling.
sharp his ears are.
My character's not dumb enough to yell while people are in earshot about secrets. Don't worry.
If we,
There's
you seem nice.
It seemed nice.
It did seem nice, but a bit strange.
But
It's
if we
really
knew
too
him
friendly.
better, I mean, you can't just spill family secrets to someone who just runs up to you. But maybe if we meet him again and he proves to be nicer, or continues to be nice,
I'm sure we'll cross it.
become
cross
friends.
Bit weird, wasn't he? Did someone running up to you and trying to get a story off you for no reason?
I definitely don't think he can keep a
Weird.
secret,
No.
family secret.
Well, did you
There are-
see what he did with Morley's story?
Yeah.
For himself, the prick.
So that's a point against him.
Well, probably people don't believe what he says as well if he does that. So I mean, you could probably tell him anything and then no one would believe him.
I wouldn't bet on that. There's plenty of bards at the college I went to
Yeah.
do exactly the same thing.
Oh, you'd never
Takes-
do that, though, Bill, would you?
No, not me. Of course not.
Yeah.
Do you need to roll
But I
deception
do
on
have
that
to
one?
say, information travels through these
Well, they
types.
were ill for a while.
Yeah, I was like, wouldn't you take the entire
You never
life?
lie about a story, would you?
No, never.
Sorry,
The
sorry.
entire existence was a lie.
Water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Speaking of, there's a bridge just over there, isn't there?
Yep.
There
is
is
water.
Old Svalich Road.
Yep. You're about to join on to Old Svalich Road. Yeah, so you guys make your way west of Vallaki and end up on a stone bridge over this running river, running from south to north, and you come across that same crossroads that you've been to before. There is a signpost that sort of points up towards Lake Baratok, and then another pointing sort of northwest, and then southwest it points to Krezk.
Do we have like an estimated like travel time? Oh, sorry, Bill.
Bill.
Immediately, as soon as we left Vallaki, Bill cracks one of the wine barrels and pours himself a cup.
What are you doing?
That's fucking
Dude.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So you sort of like pop the seal on this thing, and manage
I
to
imagine
just...
that it's just like a I can't remember. I don't know what you call it, but like a
spigot.
faucet. Spigot. That's the word.
Yeah.
And I just want to get the one that's like not angled too much and just open it very gently.
Like, because they're like lying in a way that this like the sloshing of the wine inside the barrel means that you turn that spigot and just a little bit sort of comes out each bump, and you kind of like trying to hit the bumps on the road to try and just get enough out of this barrel and slosh it, and so you manage to get like a... But you've spilt some sort of around as well. And it's the cheaper of the three wines. It's just the
eminently drinkable.
eminently drinkable.
Eminently, by the looks of it.
Yeah. Was it the purple grape mash? I think it was.
Yeah.
Purple Dragon Crush. Grape mash?
Man, don't make me...
One of them's called Dragon Crush, I know.
Yeah.
Red Dragon Crush was the good one, wasn't it?
Oh, that was the medium. That was the medium one. It wasn't the Strahd Special Reserve.
Oh,
it was
the Waffle Stomp or the...
Yeah, the Waffle Stomper.
What?
So,
That's a good name.
Something about a stomp.
it was...
Yeah,
the
Chateau
really good
de la
one.
Stomp was
I
the
don't-
fancy.
yeah, that's right. Champagne
Chateau
du
de
Le
la
Stomp.
Stomp.
Champagne du Le Waffle Stomp. Yeah, that's the one. So, Morley, you know that it takes about 3 hours from here to get to the crossroads where it goes from Krezk and the winery. So, there's still a bit of travel. From there, you're not 100% sure how long it might take to get to Krezk, but from where it's marked on your map, you could imagine maybe another couple of hours travel.
And Ismark has never been north of here, has he?
No, like he's been as far as Vallaki, and that's it.
Yeah.
So this is new
I'd
territory
like
for
to
him.
sort of... I guess I'm on wagon one, right? So I say to American first and whoever else is on wagon one,
We should be careful. These roads have proved dangerous in the past. We should be on high alert.
and then I'm going to call back,
Bill, be on high alert. These roads have been dangerous in the past.
You just see him
Sure.
fiddling with the wine.
Fills up another glass.
So at this point, we've got the skeletons outside of the carriage. You're all moving at like walking pace, but
And they can jog as well if they needed to.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
could move their dash or whatever.
Yeah, cool.
Because they don't get tired.
Okay.
One question is, do they have weapons, skeletons?
Yeah, I mean, we'll basically give them the same sort of things that your stock standard skeleton
Short
has.
swords and a short bow. Be fantastic.
Yeah, perfect. We can just stock them up with those. That's totally
Beautiful.
fine. I don't really want to go and have a look at what druids have and then be like, they're not spellcasters and blah, blah, blah. So they've all got skeletal
A big
weaponry.
shopping expedition for the
Yeah.
for the equipment.
Part of the montage.
Yeah, okay,
Skeleton montage could be quite fun at some point.
Yeah, they're like, okay. All right.
So I think, what's the plan from here? North will sort of take you past the tower that Mirakin was a little interested in. That in about 3 hours or so you'll get to a crossroads that'll lead you north to Krezk.
Should we go past the tower, American?
Why not?
Why not?
Let's
Well, it's
see
on
how
the
small-
way.
It's on the way. Let's go. Confirm how little it actually is.
It's a nice game. Nice game. Yeah,
You
the tiny tower.
Tiny tower. That's
you
right.
go to head northwest, and American, you notice like a couple of leaves falling down from the trees, and just the trees, the leaves just stop midair, and the horses have just stopped completely. And out of a sort of weirdly ethereal gate in the middle of the road, you see a familiar face show up. At this time, he's a little trepidatious. He like just sticks one sort of foot through the portal, sort of like looks out, looks around, says, "Oh, you guys are actually in an all right situation this time. I might take my time." And he sort of just takes a look around at everything. He says, "Still a pretty morbid place, though, isn't it? But let's cut to the chase. You know what time it is." And he magics up this wheel, and this time it is the non-combat wheel, and he gives it a bit of a spin, and it lands on the words "Restless Night." I'm going to need a roll from all of you, and I'm going to need a D10 from each of you.
Just a D10. No
Just a
addition.
D10.
I have rolled a 5.
What does everyone
I
roll?
rolled 1.
I've rolled it. Oh fuck! I've rolled it twice. 6.
I got an
rolled
8.
3.
Oh, right. Okay. And Needle just looks over in your direction, Bill, having rolled a 1.
Oh no,
He
I rolled a
says-
5. Sorry.
That's right. And says, "Oh, I hope you have a good day, Bill, because you are not going to have a good night. Goodbye!" And he disappears into the ether. Bill, the next time you have a long rest, you do not gain the benefits of a long rest.
Oh no!
Oh, Bill.
At least you know it's coming, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's an advantage.
Yeah.
Imagine just not getting to sleep.
Trying to
What's
sleep
going
in
on?
economy.
And then the leaves drop to the ground, American, and the horses are kicking into gear, and you're heading up that path. Again, it seems to be a relatively event-free ride through the Svalich woods, and you get to
Bellic Woods.
Up the road in Vallaki Woods.
That's why they
Bellic
called. That's why the
Tower.
towers around here.
That makes sense.
and you get to that crossroads again, American, with that 100-foot tower, sort of next to this lake.
Ooh.
And there's like, you can see behind that lake, there's just it's like a really nice mountain lake. So this lake is surrounded by this beautiful serenity. Serenity? It is serene.
Oh,
It's
nice
serene
little.
scenery. Serenity.
Portmanteaus.
Yeah. Which is just completely ruined by the
Portmanteau?
yeah, portmanteau.
Thank you.
Which is just completely sort of ruined by this thick fog that's just creeping across these dark, still waters. And the trail ends at this grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to this flat, marshy island that has that stone tower on it. And that stone tower is old and decrepit, and it's got these collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side, where this large gash has just opened up the wall. The time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop these buttresses that support the walls. And over in that distance, near the base of that tower, you can see parked within the site of the entrance, there's this little barrel-topped wagon just spattered with mud.
Interesting.
Sorry,
Is there any
it's an 80-foot tall, not 100-foot tall. Sorry,
Oh, that changes everything.
that changed. Yeah, I
I
know.
told you, it's
Sorry.
not that,
Yeah.
not that big.
Weak.
I mean, Loris was right. It wasn't nearly
It's
as
not
big
that
as
big.
yeah.
A barrel-topped wagon. So
Wagon.
like the wine wagon we've got.
So barrel top, as in like it looks like the top of it is kind of like barrel shaped.
Like some people on a trip, like the in the Wild West or something.
Like on
Yeah,
the
there's-
Oregon Trail.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. There's no, but it's all sort of from here. That's all you can really make out.
Interesting.
Well, shall we stop? What's the time? It must be lunchtime. I want to stop and check this out.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably half 11 in the morning after this sort of 2.5 hour ride so far.
Let's check it out then, shall we?
Yeah. Lunchtime now. Nice.
Oh,
Good idea.
what if that's a food truck?
That's it. That's definitely what it is. It's definitely.
I'm not sure it's going to pass any house.
What do you think
I
they've
am
got?
peckish.
Tacos?
Ooh, gourmet tacos.
That'd be
Grilled
nice.
cheese
Yeah.
sandwiches?
I doubt they're gourmet. There might be grilled cheese sandwiches. in
I
there.
don't see a fireplace.
Maybe Gordon Ramsay slumming it and making grilled cheese sandwiches out of the
Oh,
back of a
wow.
truck.
I would like that.
Makes me want to move to Barovia.
Beautiful.
I need to just bring your characters in because, of course, I haven't.
My favorite part of that Gordon Ramsay video is he's like he's like cutting up the cheese and he's like trying to make it sound like he's pretentious, like he's doing some amazing chef skills, and he's like, I've cut the cheese into almost little mini bricks, and it's like, you've cut rectangles of cheese, Gordon. And then he's like, and then just cut off a bit here and almost tailoring the cheese to the size of the bread, and it's like,
That's what
Gordon,
you
you've
do.
cut rectangles of cheese. Chill out.
It's just
Tailoring
shit he's found in the fridge, right?
Yeah.
They didn't even have an oven, obviously.
Oh, I think he was. Didn't they have a plate? Then he's like, "Oh, we'll just go heat it up in the fire over here."
He probably thought it would give it an artisanal touch.
Yeah. They've found some-
Alright.
I'm pretty sure it's just hungover and he had some kimchi and some cheese. That's literally it.
No, but he uses chef skills to tailor the cheese
No,
into mini bricks.
It was a fancy cheese, wasn't it? Like pecorino
Lego.
cheese or something? And-
It's more like Duplo than Lego, wasn't it?
So I think I'm missing someone
sick
here. I just need to grab one more token.
Need 7 more.
and 7 skeletons are just going to follow.
Fucking
Oh,
And runs
Jesus.
in,
Over.
and my
Runs
familiar.
in and you're familiar. My
I give
God,
up.
So many extra things.
I give up.
No, I don't
Game's
have my
over.
familiar out now. Actually, though, I will summon him on my lunch break. It's my first outing with my cool new familiar.
Okay, battle management's going to be interesting with 7 skeletons.
Yeah, there's not going to be any more battle. That's it. We're done in regards to
We
battle.
won battle forever.
Yeah.
Yay!
Too many good guys, and then that means I have to counter it with heaps of bad guys. So just no more. I think would be
Too much
Oh.
work.
Yeah.
Hey, American, is your owl with you all the
We
time
won.
or only sporadically?
No, it's basically, to explain the ability, instead of using a wild shape, which is like, instead of turning into an animal, I can summon this instead, and it hangs around for, I think, 3 hours?
Nice.
Yeah. 3
Okay.
hours.
You should be able to see and just make sure that it's daytime on the map so you guys can actually see it. It is. Cool. Can you guys all see yourselves on the map at the bottom there?
Yep.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I wonder if I've got a handout so I can sort of show you what this tower looks like from the outside.
Hell yeah, it's tower time.
we made it.
I'm still not that big. Not that impressed.
And I can't really show you. That's right. That's fine. This will give you an
More
idea.
than
So
King Loris is tall.
you all
More than 8. Nice.
just for now, we're just gonna. You're all still on your carriages at this point. Yeah, making your way up towards this barrel-topped wagon and the entrance to this tower. American, what do you do?
I propose that we take a break here. Maybe have a nosy around. I'm going to draw up the wagon in the nearby to this wagon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you just sort of like park like right next to it. Yeah, sort of.
Sure, just not like super close to it, just nearby.
This is D&D.
meters
I need like
away?
a. Okay, cool. That sounds
A
good. 10
few
meters.
meters away.
Yeah.
A
All right.
stone's throw, if you will.
So we'll imagine it's off the map here. So it's just off to the side of the map, just so we don't have to complicate matters. Yeah, and American, you sort of park up and take a look over at this wagon in front of you, and you can see under layers of mud, this wagon sports like a fresh coat of purple paint, and its wheels have this really fancy golden trim. There's a brass lantern hanging from each corner, and there is red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. On the back of it, there's like the steel padlock that's securing the back door, and hanging from that is a cheap wooden sign that just reads "Keep Out."
Welcoming.
Wonder why it's covered in mud.
It has been sort of rainy.
I'm gonna use my mold earth cantrip just because I can to like clean the mud off.
Yeah, you
This
do
spell.
that. Yeah. You just sort of like just push all of the mud down off this onto the ground, just revealing how beautiful this wagon really is. It looks incredibly ornate. Like this would be in a very expensive wagon.
Like, ooh, coffin-shaped windows. Brian, you'd love that.
There's no horses attached to it. No signs of any kind of anything that would attach to horses either.
Well, that is odd.
Does it move
Can we
itself?
look inside the windows?
You walk up to the windows, and there's drapes on the inside. So these like beautiful red velvet drapes on the inside, blocking any view into this wagon.
Can I
Why don't we
use
just
my
knock?
gust cantrip to blow the drapes inside the thing just to like peek inside as they waft in the breeze?
Can you move wind in a sealed? Maybe. Yes, I
It
guess
says
so.
I seize the air and compel it to create an effect, such as causing clothing to ripple in the breeze. and
Yeah,
such.
yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, you sort of catch a glimpse of a few things in there. There's a wardrobe in there. You can see a trunk that's covered with like claw marks. There's a small wooden cage with like you think for a moment you like see a chicken in there. There's like a bunch of pots and pans that you see. There's a shovel resting up against one of the walls. And that's all you can really catch glimpses of. There's other stuff in there, but you're not really making out too much.
Just being nosy, really.
I liked your idea, Loris.
Knocking, yeah.
Knock on it.
Just knock. American.
I'll
I
knock.
mean, anyone can knock.
I don't
I'll
want to knock.
knock.
because I-
I'll
you're
use my
looking-
knock on door cantrip.
Just looking
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
windows, you could just knock. It's
All right, American. You walk up to the sort of door on the back of the wagon. It's like a maybe 3-foot high door, and with this padlock and the sign that says sort of "Keep Out." And you give it a knock, and there's no response.
Wait a minute. It's all coming back to me. I dreamed of a 3-foot high door, and then what?
Did you?
Oh, I had a dream. Oh, something terrible came from behind that door. Does the door seem familiar like the one from my dream? I just remember it was a 3-foot high door.
Yeah, you know that there was you knew there was a small door in your dreams, but dreams are quite hard
I
to
know,
grasp
yeah.
at the best of times.
I'm just going to be dramatic. Be like, this could be an ill omen.
You can give me maybe an intelligence roll to see if we can, how well we can
Let's see
grasp
if
onto this
my
this
memory's
dream.
any good. Intelligence, where's that? I've got a +0 on that. 13 + 0.
Yeah, you're not grasping onto a solid view. You know that there was a small door in your dream. You know that there was like some sort of danger behind it, but you're not really piecing the two. They're not really piecing the two together in your head at that point.
Okay, but I am going to tell people what.
Like they don't look the same.
Yeah.
That you remember.
I'm just going to tell people that I did see something calamitous that I can't remember what it like gave me, like it attacked. I felt like an attack, a painful force
Yeah,
from
like
behind this door. So I'm feeling like a bit on edge all of a
You've had
sudden.
a
I'm going to
vision
let
of this.
I'm going to be non-committal because I'm like, it was just a dream, but it was a
But it's-
small door.
It's giving you bad vibes.
Exactly.
Sorry, is this a door that's only 3 foot high, or is it like one of those half door type things where only a small person would go through this?
Anyone could get through the door. It might just require like bending over.
As far as walking through normally.
Well, yeah,
just
you'd need to crouch going through this door.
Weird.
Can I do some sort of check and figure out how does this wagon move? It's got no place for horses.
Let's.
Investigation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. That's 5 + 7.
You're like, there's no horses. There's no gear for horses. But you also notice there's nowhere where you would attach gear either. Like this doesn't look like a wagon that would be connected to horses, but you're not really sure how else it would.
It's like self-propelled somehow.
You're looking and you can't see any kind of engine. There's no mechanics there.
Found an electric car. We found the first Tesla. It's
So
amazing.
it's just a house with ornamental wheels at this point that we can see. How weird.
Elon Musk's tower.
Ooh.
Is this what's going on? Do you think the owner is in the tower, American, or anyone else?
We could always
Yeah,
have a look.
We haven't sensed any presences, have we?
Not Christmas time yet.
I mean, do you guys have a sense presence spell?
Well, can we use our perception check?
There's nothing. You haven't noticed anyone with your like passive perceptions. You're welcome to give me another a perception roll if you like.
Sure, why not? Does anyone want to perceive with me?
Just roll a perception roll.
Just a normal one? I'm always trying to get that advantage. Like, perceive with me
yeah.
for advantage. I've rolled 18 + 6.
Yeah, there's
I'm feeling good.
You don't really notice. There's no sounds of people, footsteps, chatter. There's nothing that you're picking up on.
I'm going to say that. Very mysterious.
Should we call out so we don't frighten people?
Sure.
What do you
Good
think?
idea. Yeah,
Or
give it a
is
yell.
it too spooky to let people know we're
Ooh,
here?
what if it's too spooky? I'm like, should we try and be like stealthy? Like, what if this is yet another effed up situation full of monsters and horrific events? Knowing
I do get
Barovia,
nervous
it probably
around
is.
here.
Yeah, chances are it probably is.
That is fair.
But as far as we know, it's just sort of a parked up place. You said you saw a
yeah.
chicken, or
There's a parked up wagon outside this 80-foot tower. Very decrepit.
Oh, could I call out to the chicken using speak with animals?
speak with chicken.
Speak with chicken.
What is the goal here? What are we trying to
I
achieve?
want to know about that. Who lives here? It's so bizarre. And there's like, I've had a bad
Chicken will be like,
omen about
"Hey."
it, and it's got like this big ominous padlock that's like, keep out. You seem like, please don't talk to the chicken.
No, if you I just feel like I just feel like this is going nowhere at the moment.
Okay.
I don't know what
Fair enough.
you guys are. What's the goal? You've got Ireena and Ismark, sort of. I think they're kind of like. What are we doing?
As long as
here?
they're staying happy and they're calm, that's all good.
We're just gonna have lunch.
As an adventurer, it's my prerogative to be as nosy as possible at all times to find story hooks and adventures for me and my pals.
Be nosy. Talk to the chicken. I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a bad idea based on the DM's reaction, so I don't
No,
talk to the
you
chicken.
can.
No,
If
it's
you
a
want
great
to talk
idea.
to the chicken, please,
Do it.
by all means, talk to the chicken.
Talk to the chicken.
And
I
then he
think
can
you should
stay
talk to
here.
the chicken.
Yeah.
If he says
Just
there's
remember,
no problem here, we'll
just
just go
remember
off to Krezk.
how
Yeah.
fucking stupid chickens are. That's all I'm gonna.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they can answer stupid questions.
I saw a chicken once that could like
chickens.
pick.
Sure.
Chickens can like pick maths questions and stuff, so they're not that stupid.
Chickens aren't that stupid.
Can do
We used to
cut
have-
I don't know. You can also draw a line from their nose and they won't move. So
We used to
Yeah,
have
but also they
chickens
know
growing
maths.
up.
So ask it some maths questions. How many
Okay.
people live here?
And see how many
What's the
times it
square?
picks the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many feet tall is that tower?
Less than 100. It's not that.
All right. So what's the deal with talk with animals?
What's the deal with talking animals?
Okay, I'm gonna need to hear
I
a
keep
Jerry
talking.
Seinfeld.
No.
What would Jerry say?
Roll
oh,
the
please
dice.
tell me this chicken's name is Jerry.
Good man.
It lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
I can comprehend and
full
verbally
minutes.
communicate with beasts. But before I waste a spell slot, do I think someone could hear me through the window?
Oh my
'Cause
god!
I don't want
Did
you to be
see
like,
anybody in there?
no, but what I'm saying is, what if you like go, you speak with animals and you're like, it can't hear you.
Oh,
through the
you said
window.
sorry. You said somebody, and I was like, the chicken isn't a somebody. Sorry.
Okay. Some
yes,
beast.
Well,
Some chicken.
you don't look. You've got no idea how soundproof this wagon is, but you can only
Yeah.
assume that it's just a standard wagon with
Okay.
that someone can hear you from within.
Okay. I'm feeling too much performance anxiety now.
You have to do it. You've set it up.
Now,
Okay.
first of all, do you need to
Scream
be able to
through the window,
see?
"Chicken!"
Do you need to be able to see the thing that you're speaking with, or
No.
okay?
Just going to start yelling out at the
chicken.
chicken. Hey,
You can
chicken.
appear with like a white suit and like one of those little black ties.
Ooh.
Oh
little
no!
White goatee.
Poor thing will be terrified.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna be like, okay, everyone, this may seem crazy, but I'm feeling very nosy. Just roll with it. I'm gonna speak with I saw a chicken in there. Don't roast me for it. But I'm gonna speak with the chicken.
Triggering language around the chicken.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
No,
roast
as soon as I said it, I knew it was a mistake. I'll try to be better when I talk to it, and then I'm just gonna be like to the chicken.
It's a great chicken.
Yeah.
That's a good chicken impression.
It's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Well, what are you saying to it? I can't actually
No, I
figure
don't
that
say
out. Like, I don't know
You speak
chicken.
chicken.
I don't
speak
speak
chicken.
chicken.
I don't understand. That's chicken for hello, how are you?
Is this okay? You just hear like the chicken going fucking mental inside. You just like the cage is just like clearly being smashed around as this thing is like flapping its wings, having no idea where this disembodied chicken's voice, like speaking with it, has come from. And you can just, it's just like you're just hearing the words like panic, 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 panic coming from this thing.
Okay. Be like, do not panic, and chicken. You are safe. I am friend chicken. Friend chicken to you. Let us talk.
And the sort of the ruckus within this wagon sort of just calms down a little bit, and you can just hear it going. It was just like just asking like
That's good.
where, because it can't see
Yeah.
you.
In chicken, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just over here. You can't see me, but we're chicken friends. How's it going?
It's just like hungry.
Like, I'm gonna ask, who lives there? Who lives where you are?
Me.
Yeah. Okay. Can I ask a chicken then?
Who else?
What? Who else? I'm gonna ask who else.
Her.
Okay, so there's a person, a big person.
Yeah.
What I say? What look like? Slowly becoming more chicken-like as I go. I'm becoming one with the chicken mindset.
I'm going to speed this along a little bit. It's kind of like the words that it's using and the details. It obviously doesn't have the same concept of like describing things, and it paints this picture of such an abstract being that it doesn't really give you any real idea of what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna say, how long gone?
And it doesn't even understand like the concept of like it's like 3 hungers is all it kind of returns with.
Big hunger?
Big hunger.
Big Hungus.
Big hunger.
Oh. How's it going, American?
Good. I'm trying to like get some information, but I think it's too stupid. So I'm a bit like, if it's got big hunger, be like, that's
Breakfast.
You do know that, like, the last time you went past this tower, this wagon wasn't there.
Oh, okay. God, I've lost track of time. Is that like a day?
2 days ago? Like, maybe even 3 days ago now?
Okay. Oh, sorry.
How
You're
big
still
is the
talking to
cage it's in? What is the problem? I feel like
I love how, like, the big thing was this fucking tower, and they were just like, what is the chicken? What's it doing in there?
I'm sorry. I'm
What's this
trying
chicken
to be
up to?
creative to gain intel on the intriguing situation we have on our hands. I can stop though.
It's big enough to maybe house another couple of chickens, but it's just a single chicken in there.
Okay. Well, I'm feeling like I need to just stop this line of questioning because I don't think it's going to go anywhere unless anyone has any brilliant ideas for chicken intel.
No.
Ask it if there were other chickens that have been killed for dinner.
Yeah, I ask it that.
Oh, that's gonna freak it out.
Nah.
Have you seen the X?
And it just returns the word like safe. Safe.
Safe chicken.
It's a safe chicken.
Maybe
Okay.
it's one of them
Great.
chickens that does maths.
Yeah.
It's there to do the math.
Yeah. It might be a mass chicken.
I did say 3 hungers, so it's capable of counting to
Like-
3 at least.
3 hungers. I'm trying to think, is 3 hungers a lot of hungers for a chicken? It might be quite a lot.
And that's us for the night, guys. What a cliffhanger. Whoa. Fucking, this was great.
What do you say?
I shouldn't have talked to the chicken.
But we actually do need to wrap it up. It's getting on. So we're gonna wrap it up having spoken to the chicken. And that's gonna be us for
Can we
this.
kick in the door?
do
It's too late for that.
That seems a
it's
bit.
too late for that. I think we're gonna wrap this up.
The best possible spot to end on.
Yeah, you're right. Got to end on a high.
Yeah.
Season end.
I mean, I just feel like the next high could be an hour away. So I think
Yeah.
so I think
Well, I think that's true whether we talk to the chicken or not, right? We've got like a mysterious
High
agreement
hour.
part. Like, yeah.
We're at a mysterious spot, but at least it's not too late.
yeah.
You know, it's like
It's
lunchtime.
lunchtime. It's lunchtime. There's a chicken there.
Look, if I want
Things
to
are
talk to
looking
a
up.
chicken,
was gonna
I
suggest
regret
we-
it 100%. I've wasted everyone's time.
No, everyone thought, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know the
Pro
chicken's
chicken
safe.
talk.
He's a little bit hungry, but he's safe.
Yeah.
We might
Just
be big hungry.
ignore the tower. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
We'll get
it's
to
just
the tower.
it's a red
we already
herring.
know we already know the tower's decrepit and it's not that big.
We just
Shouldn't
want
have
to
put
know
a,
where.
shouldn't have
that
put a
person
chicken there
is.
if you didn't want us to talk to it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't
told
put
us
a
to
chicken
put
there.
there.
I was like, oh, well, what if the chicken, like, what if the, because I'm like, okay, there might be a scary presence. Okay, so what if I talk to the chicken? It's like, oh no, there's a freaking scary
But
thing
that was
going
what
on
the
here.
perception roll was for, wasn't it?
Like, get me
Well,
the
the
fuck out of
chicken
here.
knows might know who lives in the wagon and be like, well, guess what? I have chicken intel about that. So that was what I was thinking,
Yeah.
but it was wrong.
No,
Chicken was there-
it's not
the
that it's
chicken
wrong.
was
It's
there
a
for a
dumb.
reason.
It's a dumb chicken.
Chicken run. Well, chicken run. I think like next year.
yeah.
Now,
I want a
we-
whole session of talking to the chicken.
I reckon. No, I mean I think we just go around to the other side by the lake and have a picnic.
And
That
hope there's a
sounds-
duck on the lake.
yeah, and pretend to be a duck.
Yeah.
Maybe a swan that we can talk to.
Swans.
That would be cool. You know, talk to the grumpy swan.
Fuck swans, eh?
It was a good chicken.
Yeah.
It was a good
Fucking-
chicken. Just a dumb chicken.
It was well worth it just to hear your impression of a chicken. Though.
Thank you. Yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah, it was
You both
pretty
had
good.
excellent chicken impressions.
Yeah.
Almost like you planned this
You
the
practiced
whole
it.
time.
I have great affection for chickens. I actually grew up with chickens, and I used to play with them like as a kid all the time. Like I literally used to like put them in a pram and like toddle around with the chickens, and I gave them all names, and I like they
Can
were
we
my
please-
little buds.
Can we have a picture of you pushing a pram with a chicken in it?
Oh,
Is
please.
that a thing that exists?
Does
on
that
the internet?
exist, Joe?
I don't know.
I have a feeling
That
that
I don't know
has
if there
to
are any
somewhere.
pictures of me with the chickens.
That has to be something you can ask the fam dams.
How could you not have a
Surely they
picture of-
provided that.
like if that was the thing that was happening, that would be like the cameras. Every
Yeah.
camera would be out.
Every time Joe had a chicken in a pram, there'd be cameras going.
The pets. Where did you grow
I
up,
guess
Joe?
the parents are probably just like, oh, she's just with the chickens again. Didn't consider it noteworthy.
What part
I
of
once
New
had it-
Zealand?
I once had a chicken that I raised from like a little chick, right? And it used to love me so much. And then I felt really bad because I had to put it in the coop with the other chickens when it got older, and they bullied it. And then I'd like open the door to the coop and it would run into my arms, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, the chickens have been bullying you, little guy."
Yeah, the picking order.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they do have a pecking order, and he was at the bottom.
They're like,
Oh.
you
Poor
rich
little
little
guy.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the quiet little one of the group. Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Hmm.
I feel like Reagan, you could be asking the family for sneaky little
Yeah,
pictures of,
I can do
of
that.
Joe. Yeah.
See if there's any
I
Joe
surely
and
don't
chicken
have any of me with
family
chickens.
photos.
Get your chicken photo. We know you've got them.
Where are they? Just like rifling through all of their
Yeah, I know you've got them. Bring them out.
Emptying drawers.
No, I was a horrifying looking child. We don't need to do that.
Dressed as a chicken. I recently got a dozen eggs, and all but one had 2 yolks.
Oh wow.
Oh,
It was like money's worth.
To be honest, we haven't shown
Yeah.
a pig food for quite some time, actually.
Yeah,
need
it was
to-
That's
ridiculous. It's like, why
Can you
did
get
I
a triple yoker? Is that a thing?
You must be able to. Yeah, must
Surely.
be. Three eggs.
Where does it end?
gosh, all the chicken stories are coming flooding back to me. There's
many do
like
you have?
traumatic ones, interesting
shit.
ones, great ones.
I guess
Did
what
you
you're
think-
saying, Joe, is that chickens have like quite a varied and wide ranging of personalities.
Yeah,
They know
yeah,
quite
they
a lot,
do.
really, don't they?
Rapport with the chicken, you shouldn't
They
just write it
do.
off as a dumb chicken. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
going to be a side a
Prejudice.
side stream where of Joe just telling chicken stories.
Oh my God. Yeah. In an effort to eliminate chicken prejudice.
Yeah, well,
There was-
if Baron can do the undead kind of thing, you can be pushing for chicken rights.
Magic
Rules
Mag,
would do it, yeah.
Magic Magpie in the chat was saying that she's on your side, Joe. She is a big fan of chickens and was saying something about how chickens can be smart as well. So I feel maybe I don't know. I just don't imagine they have much to say. That's just my own.
Headless chicken.
It's my chicken prejudices
Speciesist.
really showing.
Yeah.
They just don't have human. It's not a human. It doesn't have human.
Well, what's the point of any talk to animals then?
Yeah, that's a good
Well, they just-
point, though. If you're like, no, every animal is too stupid to give you
No,
a
they don't know
No,
what
not
you're
all
talking
animals are
about.
stupid though.
Not all animals are stupid, according to the DM.
You got
just
some.
about.
You got some information
They've
from
all got
Scallywag.
like a 5 intelligence. and stuff.
You guys
Frog
got
had
some
minus
good.
5. That was pretty impressive.
Scallywag gave you guys good information. Back in the death house, the Death's house.
The deets, yeah.
Yeah,
I was a little concerned about the well-being of said chicken, if I'm honest.
he said safe.
Yeah,
That's why you asked
It
how
is
big the
safe.
cage
Safe
was,
but
right?
hungry.
but also said 3 hungry or 3.
Like, if 3
Yeah.
hungry is pretty bad, we can just break the door down.
Yeah, any
chickens
reason,
do
yeah,
like
yeah, let's do it.
That.
But chickens
Burn
eat
it down.
always eat, right? They're
Yeah.
always eating. So
Yeah, so is 3 hungries like 3 minutes?
It could
3
just
hours?
exactly
3
exactly.
days?
Maybe he can handle like 150 hungers.
Ask him what his hunger.
Oh, this guy.
handle.
Professor fucking
I'm
chicken
just
over
trying to
here.
get into the
This is
I'm
all
trying to
about.
get into the chicken's psyche is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, should be free range anyway.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah,
I
I
have
feel
to
like-
really speak to someone about
Wagon
it.
raised.
chicken.
American
When you-
could come up with some reason to like wreck up the place to be like, it was for the chicken, you know. Just anything to like get in there.
We can be like the Peter of.
He has to.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be like one of those animal rights activists that sneak
Yeah.
into cages, Next minute, the chicken bites me, and I've got a virus of some kind.
Actually, now I want to talk to you guys about the spell Speak with Animals. What do you guys think Speak with Animals should give you? Just like...
Oh, actually, let me read it to you.
Okay.
It says, you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I pretty much read it as though you can speak the animal's language, and they perceive you as being non-threatening, so they're prepared to talk to you. That's literally all.
Unless you're being threatening. I mean, you can absolutely.
Unless you're threatening.
You can use the spell to bully, I guess, if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you wanted to bully an animal, let's bully the chicken that's already in the cage. But like that, they see you as non-threatening because you speak their language. They may be a bit weirded out by the fact that you're not. If they can see you, you're not what they are, but you can see, speak, and hear what they say.
I don't know, Joe.
Just
you
to
could have
find out
talked
if you
to
can
a
make a chicken
wise
cry or
owl I
something.
gave you. That was a nice creature.
Sorry, what? Everyone's talking at once. What?
So I gave you a nice wise owl you could have spoken with. That would have been nice and intelligent, but
I was just trying to investigate the mysterious cart. That's all.
Yeah, this poor thing has
It was
been
a fun idea.
in the cart for a while, I guess. Hasn't seen or experienced much to talk about.
3 hungers in the cage.
It's still worth it for the mental picture of Americans standing outside a window like while everyone just watches and like, did it say anything good?
What'd you get? It's a hungry chicken. Awesome.
Yeah.
I thought you were outside the door, not the window. But okay, that's all right. I had you placed outside the door. So I didn't know if you were still using the window with the cantrips or what. So
there was a lot going on in that space of a few minutes.
Yeah.
There was wind, there was chicken talk. It was all over the place.
Irony, it was a food truck though.
Yeah, it's clearly not a food truck.
Still be.
It could be. There's definitely chicken in there.
I wonder if they're doing
into one,
chicken kebabs or something. That could be quite cool.
Yeah.
I do like that you cleaned the wagon though.
Got to get that mold earth action when I can.
That'll be a surprise for the owner when she comes back. And
Maybe they'll be so grateful that they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, you guys have some gold."
I do like how you're like, "How did it get muddy?" And it's like you've just been traveling in rain and mud for days as well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just felt like, I wasn't sure if it was like covered in mud all over, which would be quite weird.
I imagine the mud was quite high based on the description. I was like, I also had the same question. But I think what you meant, Reagan, was like it's muddy around where it's been running through the mud.
Yeah.
What did I say? I just used what it said. It was spattered with mud, and that under layers of mud, the wagon sported a coat of purple paint.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's been traveling around in the rain and dirt for a wee while. Hasn't really been cleaned.
That's a good clue, though, because how's it been traveling around in the mud if it doesn't have a freaking horse dealio?
Exactly.
So if only there was a chicken I could talk to about this.
Well, the chicken did say that the person that we're looking for, or should be, is a she. So we're looking for a female that's can't be too far away.
And you're assuming
Maybe
the chicken knows that it's even like being transported by something.
I don't want to go into the chicken.
Chicken knows what's going on. It's not
linguistics.
It's like I want to talk to an animal. Tell me of the world around you and everything that happens.
I'm so done with the chicken linguistics discussion. I can't.
All right, I gotta go.
All right. Okay, cool. We'll use that as a chance to wrap up as well. Thank you, everyone, for the support. We had a couple more followers. So Magic Magpie DM and you7332, Anime Gamer, Swords Comic. Thank you guys so much. And thanks for the bits and stuff to get Needle in again tonight. We've got some new shirts as well. The new shirt.
Yeah, can't wait for it to arrive.
So please take a look. There's a special 30% off on all stuff at the moment, thanks to Designed by Humans. Check out all of our stuff. We'll be back in a couple of weeks for our Christmas special, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And then we'll be off for a couple more weeks until the new year. So come talk to us in our Discord. Come say hi on Twitter or something. And we'll see you guys all in a few weeks.
Bye.
Bye. See us out with the car, Joe? There we go. It's not an ending without the car. And to all of our subscribers, come chat in Discord because we'll miss you while we're gone. Bye.
Bye.